Hello and welcome to Epic Interactions, where a couple guys, couple girls get together, play some Dungeons and Dragons, drink some coffee, have some drinks, eggnog for our pre-Christmas, or I guess this would be our Christmas special.
That's the exit to the dungeon.
So I guess with that does. No, we have gifts.
No, I'm saying next week could be the Christmas special.
It's fun because we have.
Hold on, I thought we were bringing gifts next time.
No.
You guys need to text me.
You feel
if
free.
I'm gone
you feel
for
free.
2 weeks.
You're good.
I'm so broke. You'll have to wait until next week.
So pre-Christmas / Christmas / not Christmas, we are here. Welcome.
He says,
we do have.
Sorry.
So with
I can't drive.
with everything kind of happening, some Christmas presents have already been established. Jeremy, yours is actually on its way. I don't know when it's supposed to get to you, but it may not get there in time for Christmas. So, okay.
Do you know my address?
No, but it's still on the way. So anyway, Cody, we talked about yours.
We do know your relatives, bro.
We do.
I don't think Jesse knows it either, though.
Lindsay?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yes. This is for you. I didn't have enough to put it all in there. So it is a survival kit for nursing for people that don't know. Lindsay is a nurse.
Aww.
So Kayla helped me pick out some stuff, or she helped pick out some stuff. So it's some stuff to help you sleep, to rest, relax, and enjoy your time as a nurse.
Anal beads? What? What? Shut up,
BJ.
BJ.
We're supposed to look, though.
Oh my god.
If you want to use them,
the
I have an extra.
socks ever.
I know your sock game is on point sometimes. So.
Oh my gosh. These guys are so freaking cool. Holy crap. You guys got me so much.
Oh no, I think they're called bath bombs.
Yeah, they are bath bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they are bath bombs.
Oh, you know a little bit about bath bombs.
Oh, I know.
Oh my
Yeah, he just left it on top. I believe it.
I'm in heaven.
So,
Thank you so
Merry
much.
Christmas.
Ooh, nice.
BJ, we talked about yours.
Yes.
So that's going to be happening. And then Ryan. Now I know you told me I can't spend money on you. But you didn't say anything about everybody spending money on you. So here's yours.
Cody.
But not Kayla. Okay, so.
She's intertwined with me somewhere in there. I know. I wrote it. Actually, I didn't write it.
Oh wait, it says open on December 25th.
Open the glove blessing box.
Just open it.
So like conspiracy.
Thank you.
all pile up together.
So I talked to, for those that don't know, Ryan really likes his shavers. But I talked to my barber, and I was talking to her about your straight razor, right? And she recommended that one because she said that straight razors like if you cut, it can leave scars or whatever. Said that one does just as good of a job, and it leaves it baby smooth, like the way you did it. And she actually had one. I had her do it here to see, and it was baby smooth. So I'm hoping. And she said that guy, you can just do this number with it, and it won't cut you.
Probably not that vigorous.
But yeah,
We'll test it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it.
It was ass? Did you say ass?
But it's like top of the line. So let me know how it goes. But it's from all of us to you.
Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Lovely. Yuletide.
So, and then for those that don't know, Kayla is not here. She's actually up in Mississippi right now. She's the maid of honor at a wedding. So she will be up there. But I will be here.
Okay.
You're welcome. All right. So, hey, Lindsay. She's been gone for like 3 weeks. If you don't like any of those things, let me know. I do have a gift receipt for you.
Oh, thank you.
But that is just a personal thank you card from Kayla and us, just helping us reach our goals. So you'll see that.
I bet the eggnog has an aftertaste.
And then let's see what else. Next week. So next week we will not be streaming because it's the day after Christmas. However, we will be here. And we're gonna do kind of like a little talk show.
Interaction.
Intervention?
I said interaction.
We're gonna do a
I
talk
said interaction.
show.
I can't intervene.
Do you want me to take
Hey,
this?
I got the lightest
Because
one.
it's kind of like my
Sure.
Christmas present. And I
Let's
kind
do
of
it.
know what I want to do.
appreciate it.
Yeah. What would you like?
So for my Christmas present,
I was
what I
probably like-
specifically asked for the DM was that I wanted to get everybody together since we have been streaming now for just about 2 years, and we've never sat down and talked about as a group what has been happening with everybody, what has been happening in the campaign, and just kind of like getting it out, airing out everything that's kind of happened during these 2 years and things that we might have wanted to happen but didn't, or things that might have been on our mind for a while that might have been overlooked a little while back and just hasn't been a time to like talk about it again. And it's a time that I think it's good to kind of step back and look at it from a out of game perspective and try and work on what we can improve as a group to make the show better for you viewers out there, and just for us as a group, what we can do to make the game and the campaign just more enjoyable together, essentially. So for my Christmas gift, I wanted everybody to get together. We're going to do like a PJ, get together, talk about things, maybe play some board games and stuff, and do like a potluck kind of family group thing. So that's my Christmas present that I wanted. So, yeah.
That works because like I'll get off work, I'll take a shower, put my pajamas on, and then
We can come right here. Yeah.
I'm right here. That'll be good.
So that will be next week.
You feeling it?
Yeah, I'm good. So anywho, that's why I have notes, people. So that'll be next week. So keep an eye on that on that. And we appreciate you guys staying tuned. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right on to this week. What cat video?
Well, no, I
no,
think
that's
his
his
dog
cat
and
and dog right now, live.
That's the best.
That's what I have to deal with while I'm playing, by the way. What needs to be on my bed is the dog and cat going so hard.
So
That sounds so wrong.
Sounds like you need an intervention for it.
Intervention.
oh hey, what's up? You ready?
Yeah,
Checking my phone. He's like, oh, hey, what's that?
I love the angle, that he has his hands down. He's standing like halfway behind a tree. As he just looks over his shoulder. Hey man, what's up?
I was watering your tree. I'm like, what
It's not real.
There's a Christmas tree back behind you. But anyway, so going into this week's episode of Epic Interactions. Ooh. Last week, our heroes decided to make a decision and begin to leave the dungeon with some words and just debating, as well as making a game plan to not only leave but to come back at some point. You guys made it all the way back to, after some traps, you made it all the way back to the corner that leads straight to what is the tavern, the inn, however you want to call it. And we left off with Bob dimension dooring to the safe room, past the safe room, into the inn, where you guys turned the corner as he said, "Stop, she's here." And you guys crested the corner as she dimension doored behind you, the little girl that has been kind of plaguing your existence here in this tunnel, or the dungeon. And she dimension doors back here to this other area. As let me go ahead and bring up the map so that way people can see. She dimension doored right over here as Rahun, you turned around and you went to engage. As you went to engage, Baltimore was not going to leave you, and you grabbed him, said, "They need you." And he said, "I need her." and that's where we left off. So you guys can go ahead and pick it up there. And she is just standing there at the guard.
Holding his fur coat intensely, trying to be eye level with him, but again, dwarf. So I'm staring up at you with big puppy dog eyes. I'm like, please, just... No, not really. I look at you and I have frustration in my face. I see that you aren't going to budge. So I let go and take a couple steps back.
So I turn and look at her, and I say, your name is Hera.
That is not my name.
But it was once.
Possibly.
Was that literally she whispers that? Okay. That, like, definitively coming from her, or was this like a whisper that bounced off a wall or some shit?
That was her.
Okay, I'm just making sure. What is your name now, then?
My name is Hararatai.
Cool. How do you spell that?
What is everybody else doing?
It's
Last I remember,
Arity.
Arity.
So everybody else, as far as I'm concerned, Cass is bolting this way. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Atreya?
she's in my arms because she's still passed out.
Yeah.
And I have the box strapped to my back.
Yeah.
And I'm a coven horror right now.
Yep.
And I'm headed the same direction that Cass is.
But you have half movement, right?
That is.
Yes, but I cast Long Strider, so it's at the same.
So where are you at? 30 feet?
Correct.
5, 15, 20, 25. Okay, so you're here. Okay.
But it has like different faces and stuff like that. It's like
Oh yeah, do you have a
sad,
picture of the
skinny.
coven horror for
Yeah.
Lindsay?
Because if she wakes up in this thing's arms, I definitely want her to react
Bro, I'm
responsibly.
ready.
I'm listening, right?
So I say
Oh, that was disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
you're being carried in that.
Correct.
In its arms.
All three
What
heads.
is,
Swaddle.
what is it? Skin?
Oh my gosh, when she wakes up, she's just gonna be like,
Freaking. Yeah, that's why I was like, you need to show her what.
Drink?
Yeah, you need
So-
I drank something.
to. No, you just went into your sickness.
so
Your sickness.
Arita, how you say it again?
Arita.
You gotta roll the R.
Yeah, I only know how to roll dice, so not letters.
Oh.
I
I know.
dice.
You know what? Roll a d20.
Why am I rolling?
I don't know.
Okay, sure. 14.
I like that response. It's 140 experience.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Where's the XP points?
Yeah. Wait a minute.
I said it. It was 2,200. People weren't paying attention, so I wrote it and put it on the fridge
did.
so that way I know.
Yeah, that's right. I'm already up.
So,
I haven't just
Arit, Hera. I know it's not your current name that you go by, but I can't pronounce your other one. Are you working for the? Was it Bane? Bane was the god that we said that was that other room, right?
Bane is a god I follow.
But not the one you've always followed.
All I have known is Bane.
As Arita.
Do you wish to play? I have many friends coming.
I bet that you do.
And she kind of like turns and she looks down the hallway, and it's just dark. It's just dark down the hallway, but you can tell she's envisioning something.
Well,
For those that are still moving to the safe room, you guys all get to the safe room.
Wait, do we get back to like the?
The inn. Is
Oh, okay, we made it in. Okay.
I see this.
Not technically if you want to come behind Baltimore.
I said I
Well, yeah,
took
he
I
took-
Oh, I'm
took
sorry,
a
I'm
few
sorry.
steps behind, and I was that's why I wanted to know what everybody else was doing because I was kind of watching them.
So I'm gonna transform back into myself.
Sure. Right before you do that, though, you wake up.
We're getting this reaction.
Okay, so I mean, obviously, my first reaction is to scream and like push away from him.
I want to see some action.
Oh Christ, here it comes.
I don't want to get too loud. I don't think it's wrong. Okay, so.
It's only after 10 o'clock that they can call the cops. It's 9:30.
Okay. Give me a second. Let me get and see. Okay.
Let me get and see. For those, she is waking up to this, holding her baby.
Hold on, give me that. Let me visualize. Okay.
Also, mind you, it's my voice in common that's gonna come out. So.
Okay, so.
Look at that say.
So I open my eyes, and I feel like there's something around me. I look up, and there's gonna be a second of shock because I'm gonna like, what is this? Is this reality? Where am I at? And then I'm gonna feel it.
Do I feel her waking up in my?
Yeah, you feel her start to stir around a little bit. Her eyes like begin to slowly open.
So I'm like, Atreya.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Let me go!
It's Emerald. Relax.
I don't care.
Relax.
I don't care. Let me go. I'm gonna kick and.
It's just me. I'm gonna like pull a little bit tighter.
Yeah, we are gonna get the power call.
You guys all hear that? Roll a d20.
Do I get to roll?
Sorry, I wasn't trying to go too
For
loud.
nothing? A performance to calm her down? Come on.
No.
I got a 6.
I like that performance. Take 60 XP. What's next?
I'm the one that brought the bourbon. Wait a minute.
It's not strong enough though.
No, it's not.
You literally need to stop sipping on that for a little bit.
He's just sipping, bro.
Nah, he's good.
He's solid.
So what happens after she rolls a 6?
Merry Christmas. That's
Thank
it.
you.
60.
You got it. Keep going.
I'm kicking off of you though. Like I hope you are letting me go.
But no,
I'm
So that's what you.
That's
that's who you follow right now, but it's not who you've always followed. So if your friend, whatever it is, I genuinely want to help you.
Good. There it comes.
People are probably gonna think.
I'm not here to help your friends. I'm here to help you.
Insane.
Sorry, I didn't. There's
I
no.
know
That
you
was
need
good.
help.
Though. That
There's
was
no
good.
I just wanna play.
screen.
You do need help, as I'll pull out the medallion and be like, because this is yours.
You could have just been like, I look at it. I think.
You see as she begins to like back up a little bit. As she like you see as she begins to almost not get frantic, but you tell she starts to get worried as she like starts to just back up a little bit, like almost start to look down the hall, almost look like she's about to run.
Why are you running? Why are you walking away? We're just having a conversation right now.
I need my friends.
I currently don't mean you any harm. I just want a conversation with you.
Oh,
I know.
What?
As I'll take just like one step back, but I'll do it in a manner to where like I'm kind of just looking behind me just to see if there's anybody directly behind me. But with it, I'm just
see him.
Okay, so I see these still there, but I just want to take just one extra step back. She's moving one step back. I want to take one step back.
Sure.
I take a step back.
So
I prepare myself to get ready to like run if I need to.
Sure.
now, can you remind me, because I can't find the notes on Hera, what is her family's last name?
I don't think I.
Oh, did you not? I thought that.
I will check the memorial real quick. Nope, you did not. You did not get last names. You got the two names were Hera and Zelf.
But Zalf is the father. Well, the name.
The picture was on Zelf. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the. I assume is the father. Okay.
Stop it. Over here.
But the back of the picture didn't have. Okay, yeah. All right, now you do. So I thought that was last names. Just say as she's walking away. I say, Hera. Hera. This is not what Zelf would have wanted for you.
I don't know Zelf.
He's your father. Your biological father.
I don't know him. As you see, as she begins to take another step back.
Look, there's no need to get angry. There's no need to raise your voice towards me. We're just having a conversation.
Baltimore.
I know.
The rest are free. We should leave.
Just one more second.
They're here. she turns around. You begin to hear some of the as you they're starting to come around the corner. Like they're coming around this way. They're not in the immediate vicinity.
But we can hear them.
You can hear them. You know that they are cresting here shortly.
I want to stand next to Baltimore, but with my back facing her and my face facing the door.
What door?
The exit door.
Oh, okay.
And I want to be like right next to him, as close as I possibly can.
So I just say Hera, Marlesh still has need of you.
Make a religion/persuasion check. So make 2 checks.
Do either of them have advantage by chance?
That's
Wrong fucking book. So we
roll d20.
Hey, Juan.
I'm level 9.
Yeah.
About to be level
I did
10.
want to make an action when I see them walk through the door.
Whoa. Okay. What would you like to do?
which one am
I
I?
wanted to step in and throw darkness right on top of them.
Okay.
Did it matter which one I rolled first?
He was trying to get everybody back.
No. Okay. My religion.
Yeah.
Is 14.
Okay.
My persuasion. 21.
So religion is 14 now?
14.
Okay. So
Unless I have advantage.
also by the ones that came into the safe room or the inn, as you come in, Lindsay, Australia, you wake up to the sight. You do exactly that, and then all of a sudden, your world goes black. Emerald, your world goes black as you heard Bob.
Not them.
Oh, you said when they came in.
I want to step, as they're opening the door, I want to step in the door, keep the door propped, and I want to throw darkness down the hallway on top of the two that were down there with the girl. Because it's exactly 60 feet away from me.
Oh, in the hall.
Yes, in the hall.
I mean, yeah, technically you can go 10 feet up, and then so you're gonna put darkness on top of them.
Yes.
That's cool.
Okay. You'll get one more sentence.
Well, what was the response with that?
Okay, so her response with the medallion, is that what you did, right?
Well, you said that I rolled a
And then
religion
you rolled
check
14
and then
and a 21?
14, 21.
14, 21. You see you see her ponder for just a second as she begins to take a step forward, and she almost in contemplation goes, Marlesh. And it just seems like she's like almost like as if she has a shady memory of something that she's trying to recall but can't seem to recall it.
So, with the medallion still in my hand, I guess I'll just, if I'm next to the wall, I'm just going to lean the tower shield very briefly, and I'll say, here, let me see if I can help you remember. And I'm going to unsnap the, what? It's not going to fucking matter because of the darkness? Fine. So I would still go to do it
So
either way, not knowing. And
actually, hold on, let's see if she
and
can
then
see
the
it
darkness would go.
before. Yeah. So you go to unclasp it, and as you unclasp it, I mean, you see, you've seen this. His armor just brightly glows gold.
Yeah,
And,
but
and as I'm doing it, I'm casting light on the breastplate as I.
Sure. Yeah. So you cast light on the breastplate, and you go to take this stance, finally showing yourself to her. As you finally you take a second, you look, and you're just in complete darkness. Both of you are.
This is why I wanted to be right next to him when all this happened.
Sure. Yeah, you are literally almost back to back.
As my reaction, because I don't know where the darkness came from, I am going to grab you, do my boots of haste, and run us out of here.
Do you allow? You know that Rahun is literally right behind you. Do you allow him to grab you?
In the circumstances that it's darkness that's going on, I don't know what the fuck is happening, I probably would, knowing that he's right directly.
Yeah, because you've never actually
I don't know what
encountered
it
this
is.
spell before.
Yeah. And I mean, I still have grasp of everything, so it's not that I would lose it.
And you see your breastplate light up, but there's no light being emitted. As Rahun, you grab him,
I feel around,
and you just you know that you are this direction. You just bolt,
go straight. I'm like, time to go.
Hold up. What level is your light spell?
Cantrip.
All right, never mind.
And you grab and bolt. You go half speed, but that's like what, I don't know, 120.
So yeah, if I do my boots of haste, which you only say, so this is something I meant to ask. When I do my dashing and stuff like that, you said I can only acquire my boots of haste to my first dash. Now, is that in combat only, or in free action?
No,
Can I
do that just total
all the time, no matter what?
Just so that way there's no craziness going on.
Then it's only 55 feet, which is my full movement. Because if you're saying it's half, then it's only one dash is only 110.
Oh, but you use something else though too. You use flute.
You
step of the wind.
Yeah, that thing. Okay, so it's 55. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50, 55. Okay, so you pop up, you come out, and you burst out of the darkness, and you see the hallway. You clear out. You know you're just going straight for it. As you are coming up right up on Bob.
Cool. So I just look at that, and do I see Bob then?
Yeah, you're right next to Bob.
I just look at him, and I'm like, Bob, what the fuck did you do?
She's been trying to kill me the entire time in here.
But at that moment, she wasn't trying to kill anybody.
You all.
All she did was that she cut me off when I dimension door and left everybody here by themselves. I was coming back because I was trying to help.
I hear in the middle of him talking, I'm pissed at this point. I take off running out, and I just throw the cloak back on.
So you come out?
Yeah.
You come out.
I do that weird, awkward, wow, for the first time, I'm not the one in trouble. So I kind of look at Bob, and I kind of look at where Bob and where I go. I walk up.
I got Bob.
I'll quickly just jog, because I still have my boots of haste active.
So
that one fucking moment.
I know, right?
As you guys all leave, you hear one last message come through on all three of you, actually. And you hear, I hope we can play again sometime.
Can I still respond?
Yes.
Marlesh be with you. Marlesh be with you, Hera.
Suck my dick.
And you hear her go to respond what all Marleshians would respond with, the same, Marlesh be with you, whatever. And you hear her go, Bane is me, and leaves.
Okay.
But you hear that, that momentarily as you leave. So you guys all come back within the inn. The stone plate, do you guys close it?
Of course. I try without the key, just trying to
Where did I throw the key?
I think Bob has the key, right?
No.
No? Well,
I threw it at you.
Oh, and Kayla caught it.
Kayla caught it.
Sure.
I know both of you.
You'll see as
Have you put me down yet, or
Nope,
what?
I'm still holding you.
Oh, Trey, you're awake.
she's still freaking
So
out and stuff.
I'm looking at everyone like.
At this point, she's still in my arms, but I have turned Leshy back into myself.
Yeah, you missed it. We went and did his tree, and now this is actually his Zion form when he's like that.
No, it's not. I'm back into my normal.
Atreya, you've been asleep for 2 years.
So I'm literally holding her, and I'm like, it's okay.
We've been carrying you around for 2 years.
For 2 years.
You were just sick, and we took care of you.
So
Tony's
Trey's
been worried sick.
You just got sick for just a little bit.
So I'm just gonna
I'm just
cover
gonna,
my eyes for a second
rub
and
her head a
don't
little
touch me
bit.
yet. Too soon.
I'm still holding her. So.
Too soon.
Don't.
Jeez, guys.
I'm gonna walk out of the inn.
What a way to wake up.
Hey, at least you didn't die.
Oh, we're out though.
Yeah.
I go up and I will try and be nice, and from one of the showings that you've given me for meditation and stuff, I come up and I try to calm you down using the same kind of techniques you showed me.
I accept that and try to do my deep breathing meditation.
I hand you some of my ale.
Mind you, she still has not
Yes!
decided to leave my
Take it.
arms. So I'm still holding her.
You
I'm
bring
Emerald.
He's holding
Emerald,
me, and
put it
I'm
down.
cradling her.
he's
like
holding
a
me, and I'm
baby.
drinking.
All right, fine. Then I guess I'll take off
drinking-
the chest.
I'm drinking the ale.
I start taking off the chest from your back since you're holding her and you can't do anything about it. All right, cool. Start taking the chest off.
You're
the
not
back.
getting those potions back.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I start going to the front door with it.
All right, Emerald.
Wait, what are you
It's
doing?
currently, it's
Oh,
currently-
nothing.
It's
Okay.
currently barricaded.
So
Oh, that's right.
So
I give the rhythmic knock.
I place Atreya back down.
Yeah. So
Thank you.
after a little bit of time, you hear some stuff being moved, just shifted, and the door finally opened.
it's us.
I would wave, but I have a giant trunk in my
You
chest.
see as he opens the door, and he's just standing there.
We
How are
got
the other
nothing
two?
accomplished, and I walk past him.
How are the other two?
They're adequate.
Rahun, where are you going with that?
Don't worry about it.
How's it? It's been about a day and a half, right? That we've been down there, or maybe 2 days. About 2 days. Okay. I'm assuming that the food has run out, so I'll go make some more for everyone.
I've hunted. We have food.
Is it caribou?
Has the hunter that lives off in a cabin come back into the city at all since we've been gone?
Oh yeah, what's his face?
Yes, but he has not come to the inn.
Okay. Bless
Bless you.
you. All right. So I see Rahun walking with a chest. What are you doing with that chest?
I'm out of the room already. It's down the hallway.
I've been following him.
I mean, the hallway is only like so long.
Yeah,
so
I know, but-
he sees you.
So, hey, where are you going with that?
Oh, don't worry about it.
So it's him, me, and then
There's still that fireplace right in the center of the room,
I
right?
keep going.
It wasn't in the center of the room.
It's
it
like
was,
off
it
on the
was,
side?
It was on the wall.
So I
but
cast
is it
hold
lit?
person on him.
No.
I cast hold person on Rahun.
Well, when it's not lit, I'm not gonna go towards
still
it. If it's
casting
not
hold
lit.
person?
Yes.
Okay, so make a DC save.
Okay.
Was it wisdom?
Hold on.
Sorry, my mind's a little foggy.
Nope, it's okay. I need to.
I just walk up to Cass.
Shoot.
I was so ready to have such a nice moment, and then a fucking spell had to kill it.
Yeah. Well, welcome to our world.
Hey, some people say that maybe it's a good thing that Bob did that, quote unquote.
Some people. Where is it?
Hey, Roman,
Who is something?
there a teleportation?
Wayside. It's Wayside.
Wisdom saving throw.
What?
There a teleportation sigil in the inn?
Was
No.
there one?
How did we?
I don't
Did we
remember there being
teleportate?
No.
We didn't teleport here.
Yeah, it was in
Yeah,
the
but
middle
it
of
was
the town
outside.
square.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Oh,
right.
and I'm going to use a scroll.
So you're going outside?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, cool.
Where are you going?
How are you unlocking the door?
Oh, true.
I mean, if I need to, I'll dimension door through it.
Oh.
Where are you?
Okay, so you see as he starts beelining it to the door.
I get
You're
help,
beelining it to the.
but then I stop, and then I literally because I can't do anything and held any of
So
my
you're
muscles.
On this.
The chest just falls out of
No,
my
he's
grasp.
still holding it. He's still got it
But-
in his hand. So I go and I take it from him.
I mean, so okay, what's the
Either
difference
way-
between it's in my hand
either
or
way,
it's
so-
on the ground in front of me?
You have said trunk.
Yes, I have now.
Look at that. Trunk's more
But-
important than your well-being.
But where are you
I'm
going,
leaning
though?
on Cass already.
Bob, where are you going?
I'm going back to Arcadia.
For what?
To seek wisdom.
So no, I can't respond.
Hey, I'm pretty wise. I'm pretty wise, and this dude over here is like a god, so he's pretty wise too.
Wait, what's he doing?
We got a good bit of wisdom here.
No, that's all right. And then
I didn't hear a thing.
I've watched you convey with something that is unholy and wanted to kill me. So I think in my best interest it is to go somewhere else.
So can you repeat the first half of that?
I said I've watched a god die by jumping off something. And
First of all, I'm a
Hold
mortal.
on, we're trying to hear what he's saying. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
and I've seen you convey an evil that was trying to kill me. So I think it's in my best interest to go back to where I came from.
I haven't been an immortal god since I got here.
So how do you expect to get back there? Just
I have
curious.
some scrolls.
You have scrolls, but you don't know the teleportation circle of that system over there. You just knew how to get to where you were going. They didn't tell you how to get back.
I'll teleport to the closest one I know, and then I'll walk the rest of the way.
Tortola.
Maybe us.
Huh?
Yeah, maybe ours.
No, he said the closest. So the closest one would be Tortola.
No, the closest one to Arcadia.
Tortola.
Okay.
But you know that Arcadia is always changing. So based on the last location that you know of, it was closer to Tortola. Because it's a city in the sky that constantly moves.
So even though my backstory says I spent a gross amount of time there, I would have never noticed the sigil that's in the middle of the town. I would have never been told about this. I would have never, like, even though they're teaching me magic, I would have never seen this sigil at all. Is that what you're telling me?
That's a good argument. Make a history
Yes,
check.
it is.
No, it's not. It's a high secret society who doesn't want to be known.
But
the only people who
He's
should
a
know.
part of this
The
high
only people who
society.
should know where anything is and how everything works is the High Council who runs that society.
If they say
Common
him
people
out,
don't
they're
need
going
to
to
know
want
all
him
that
to be
stuff.
able to return. He's not a common
If
person.
he's just an intern,
That's
why
an
would it
answer,
matter?
Because
they'll
he would
contact
probably
him.
use it. They
What'd
probably
you get?
use it on missions
14?
to
That's
go
my
out and
point.
come
It
back
doesn't
in.
matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Did not make it, unfortunately. DC on that was 16.
I don't know.
You're sending out a puny nothing intern.
So you remember there being a sigil, you're just not 100% quite surely exactly how to do it.
Anybody can get to it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Especially
and
if
I'm
an
going
evil
toward,
person
that
takes
city
control of
now.
him and goes, hey,
Yeah,
bring
that's
me
fine.
here.
So he tells you he's... Alright, wait. Do you tell him that you're going to Tortola?
No, I don't.
Okay, so he tells you he's leaving. He's beelining. He's
Still
getting
all
out.
frozen.
So I say, Bob, where are you going?
Have fun. I walk
You going
over.
to where?
I take the chest out of Rahun's hands.
Emerald.
No, I've already got it on my back.
Yeah,
okay,
he's
then
already pulled it.
So I cast Hold Person on Bob.
Sweet.
Okay, well, he's been working that door to go through it.
He doesn't know the words. I know the words.
He dimension door.
He went to go Dimension Door,
But before
which he
he did-
specified prior.
Oh, Lord.
Are we talking about the magical enchantment that's on this place?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did we already bust that?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
So you open the door with no problem.
You don't have a dimension door, I guess.
So you go walking out.
So where are Cass and I?
It is actually freezing cold. Do you have any furs?
Probably.
I do.
Oh, okay. So you're solid. So you go out to the middle. So you start heading to the middle of the town center. You guys all see this.
Does he hit the traps? Please tell me he hits the traps.
We marked all the traps between here and the end.
Did we? I knew where they were
Because
at.
we spent like 2.5 hours doing this exact part where me and Rahum searched, 3 houses?
Yeah, you're right.
And we had to have walked from that sigil to the inn.
You're right. Good luck.
All right.
So where are me and Cass at?
You guys are just watching as everything just kind of transpiring. You're just like, well,
Well, the little girl would probably still be there too. She'd probably run up to you guys.
the
Since
little
you-
girl is sleeping. She's sleeping on the couch with the mom.
Kill that idea that I had.
All right. So.
Oh, actually, since he opens up the door, is it night or day? I mean, even though I would know this, but
Sure. If you know it, you can go ahead. Doesn't matter if it's night or day, but go.
I'm gonna say evening.
Sure. It's evening.
So say like 5-6 o'clock in the afternoon. The sun's like just cresting over the mountains, beginning to go down. But you still have that light that kind of comes over.
It's dusk.
So I look at Cass and I say,
I was trying
why
to get rid
is-
of the
"Did I miss something while I was sleeping? What's going on? Why is Bob leaving?"
They've been arguing and trying to figure out priorities, and just doesn't seem like his are lining up with anything in the group currently.
We're still going for this dragon, right?
Yeah, we still need the dragon, especially if the dragon has money, which we gotta find out.
I think I would, even just waking up and not knowing too much, and even still being tired, I would still walk to the door. If there's a jacket hanging on, because some of the extra wool clothes, I put one on just to try to see if I could talk to Bob. I wouldn't walk. I mean, I probably would know some of the traps, so I don't see myself walking out too far. But so I call out to Bob. Bob,
And at this point, it is snowing. Like it's always been snowing, but this time it's just a little heavier snow. As you kind of go out, you hear the crunch of the snow.
I don't want to like yell too loud, obviously, just because I don't want to get us all hurt or stuff like that.
And you see,
Bob.
Yeah.
Where are you going? Why are you leaving?
I'm not safe in this anymore, and I feel like, and not just that, y'all don't even know who I am. I lied to y'all since day one. Like, I've never felt safe enough to tell y'all who I really am, so what's the point in staying when I feel like I'm just going to be a detriment to the party?
Is it safe to say this conversation is outside of earshot from all of us?
Well, it's happening outside of the door.
I went out and followed him out.
But like him and I, who have stupid high perceptions, would we hear this, or because of the snow and then continuing to walk, we would not?
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
Yeah.
You definitely don't hear it.
Oh man, that's awful.
23.
16.
16. BJ, you hear it. Or Emerald, you hear it. You do not hear it.
Yeah, sure.
What do I hear?
You just hear the conversation.
Okay,
transpire.
so Bob, you're right. I can honestly say that I don't feel like I know you that well either. But I haven't felt unsafe with you, and I'm sorry that you feel unsafe with us.
Okay.
I hear what you're saying. I completely understand.
110.
If you feel unsafe and you feel like you need to leave, then I respect that. But so far, is he off? Oh, I can still see him. I mean, so far it seems like you've been helping us out, and you do seem to care. And I mean, your chicken's hilarious, and I wish you would stay, and I wish we would try to get to know each other more. But I mean, we haven't really had the chance. We've been in a dungeon downstairs with a little demonic girl chasing us around, so.
Which, once again, I did try to tell y'all that wouldn't happen if you had let me go through with my plan instead of making me follow y'all. If I had went the opposite direction, we would have never had that encounter. We would have never been in that situation, and I would have made it out safely.
Well, sometimes people make mistakes, and sometimes people don't. Hindsight is 20/20. We didn't realize that then.
I tried to explain to y'all that she knows exactly where I'm in there. Like, it's like having GPS. Well, I guess I can't really say that. She has a tracking spell specifically for me, and when I leave these areas,
He's still frozen, right?
she knows exactly where I'm at.
So I yell out.
I didn't realize
he gets
that.
saving throws on this,
I'm
doesn't
sorry.
Who?
Yeah. Yeah, it's at the end of his turns.
So he's just failing them on purpose.
So
critical aspect.
I'm braiding his hair, I'm braiding his beard, and then after a while I'm like, I'm like, man, you just have so much fucking hair. I take out my dagger as I'm holding the beard.
No, you don't. Why would
Maybe
you
if
do
we
that?
just trim a little bit.
So right before.
All right,
this,
stop.
is
Hold
the
on, hold on.
door-
Let
is
them
the-
continue talking.
is
Let
the-
them continue talking.
Is the door open?
We're gonna take a second. Continue talking.
Is the door open?
I didn't close it behind me.
So I hear this and I yell out. So what's the point of going to Tortola, Bob?
He
didn't
doesn't
say. He
know.
never
didn't
said
control.
Tortola.
Oh, what's the point of going wherever you're going now? She can't get you.
That's not the point. Is I have to fully trust the people I'm with, and currently I only trust 2 people.
None of us trust any of each other.
What?
That's how this group
She
works.
said what?
Like, it takes more than just, kind words. It takes actions, and I have multiple times I've tried to save everybody, but yet we still keep having the same problems.
Have you met us? This is this group.
Ouch, Bob. I honestly take a little personal offense to that. No, out of game. I take a little personal offense for Rahun, because in fact he's been trying to be your friend this whole entire time.
You are the one person.
And with that, I take a little bit off.
And as he does that, I say, wait, a little
Hold
to the
on,
left.
he's trying to talk. Shh.
A little to the
I
left.
didn't say that only 2 people out of the group, you would be one of them.
Okay. Alright, I'm not there anyway, so ignore me.
Right. But the point is that I am not well versed enough, and I'm not skilled enough to be an to the group. If you are still here when I return, maybe then I'll be able to help
I got an 18.
with a greater base of knowledge that I already have.
I feel like
Till then, I am like bringing a dagger to a crossbow fight. It's just not going to work out.
Correct.
I feel like we're all still learning. I know I am. I mean, I've gone and done my training as a paladin, and I've been in a bunch of different situations, and I still make mistakes, and I still get mad at a few people in this group, my brother included, Rahoon included, Emerald included. The only person I haven't got mad at is Cass. The only person I probably haven't hit yet is Cass. So I hear what you're saying, but I mean, we are misfits who are all trying to learn and trying to better ourselves, and I think we all help each other out with that. So I hear what you're saying, and I respect your wishes, and I hope that you find what you're looking for.
Thank you.
Nobody ever gained anything for being a quitter, Bob.
Do you start like grooming him?
Yeah, like I'm like looking and I'm like, you know what? We could take a little bit off.
Tears,
right here.
tears.
I
I see his ponytail or whatever. I'm like, you might
him-
not need this whole thing.
Start giving him pointers, and I'm like, make sure you get the sides.
Oh,
Right
thanks. And with the dagger, I'm just like lightly just.
Right now, your
Just
sides,
seeing him,
my
just
God.
seeing him like pull it
Slide
out.
the damn check?
Tears coming down.
your
Yes.
sides are chasing waterfalls right now.
Did you see my message in Skype?
Nope. I did not. I'm sorry. I'm currently preoccupied with other.
12.
Yeah. I know it's out of game stuff.
Got you. Is it have to pertain to right now, or can I look at it later?
Yes.
Kind of the reason why I'm doing this.
But would I get advantage because he's not moving?
Hold on. Let him read the damn message.
Sure.
Yep, still 12.
Does multi-class work with your leveling system? Yes, but we would have to talk about that. What are you trying to do?
Well, that's actually what I was going to. I was going to go into another magical wielder.
You can, however, when you go to level up and stuff like that, like you just, so when you level up, you
That's what I was wondering, is because I didn't know if it went back to as if it was level 1 for the experience, because if so, I was going to take it. Because I just realized I'm actually not level 9, I'm level 8.
So what happens is if you're level 8, when you hit level 9, you put that level into your multi-class. So then when you hit 10, you go ahead and hit that other one into. So it doesn't go like level 1, level 2 in that separate multi-class. You just continue. You continue your level.
Okay. Alright, thank you.
You're very welcome.
So I'm just like picking off stray hairs off the side. That just
What was your
12.
12?
Yep, still 12.
So with the 12, as you're like starting to like groom him, and then you kind of start getting like you actually start cutting him. You're like, oh shit!
I'm like, scare wounds.
Oh. Rage.
Yeah.
Cannot, because I can't be charmed when I'm in rage.
Also, that smells
but it doesn't get rid of any pre-existing.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah.
I won't waste it then.
So you're just like,
whole person is only
Now
a
it's
minute.
tears of like sadness and
like you
tears of
actually like
pain.
start to like see some blood come down as like he's healing it.
I can't do anything about it either. Like my eyes just twitching. Like
Well, it's only for a minute, right? You get to hold him.
I think it's an hour.
Well, this might make a big difference in what I do for this entire session. So we need to know if it's a minute or an hour.
What? Hold
What's the whole person?
Get off your
It's
phone
only
and
a
be a.
minute.
It's only a minute.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
So
So
you're
me
like
knowing-
you're grooming, you cut a little bit, and then finally you start to feel the effects weigh off a little bit.
I fucking run on the other side of the room. No, you know what? Before I do that, I'm like, oh shit.
And then I just fucking run off.
I'm definitely going to rage now, and I'll start chasing him around the tavern.
Okay,
You son of a bitch!
running around.
So
And
now-
at this point, like you have like half matting. He's not a barber in any way, shape, or form.
So I
Like
I
tears
take,
still,
I take an
tears.
immediate step outside of the tavern, like to the right of the door, just so that I'm like out of eyesight.
Hey, sure, both of you rolled d20.
I jump on top of the bar and I'm just like, ha, you can't get me.
On top of the bar?
Yeah, there's a bar
You're
in there.
short.
So I jump up on. Yeah, just.
I can still trip you.
I don't know how to roll
First of
in a
all.
thing, because that's like, come on.
I got a 4.
18.
19.
40, 180, 190.
What the heck?
I don't even know why you rolled, but sure.
Me? You told me to roll.
No, he said
Two.
you 2.
Oh, okay,
You
whatever.
got 2, not 3.
Alright, I'm over it.
All right, next. What are we doing?
So I guess I'm just gonna stand out there until like Bob officially leaves. Did you leave already, Bob?
Yes.
All right, so he left, so I'm gonna walk
See if
in and
he,
close the
cast
door.
some stuff, and then
Yeah. So I'm gonna come back in and close the door, and I push Emerald in as I go to close the door.
Is there alcohol behind the bar at all?
I take one of the stools that are in front of the bar.
yeah.
So
I try and swing it at his legs.
So I jump down.
As he jumps
Okay,
down,
you know what? No,
just
I won't.
Boom! So the
And-
chair just kind of comes through.
And I just take the I take like 2 bottles and I just go, one for you, one for me.
I take both.
Both for you, none for me.
He's like,
Yeah.
he just grabs both.
Yeah, I don't. I just let it happen. Yeah, sure.
Yep,
And then as he
intense,
takes
very
them,
serious.
I just reach down, still staring at him, pick out another bottle, and just pop it open and start like cheers, and start drinking.
So Jeremy, what are you
Start
gonna do?
drinking both at the same time.
Bob.
Bob.
I'm here. Give me 1 second.
All right.
Y'all do that. I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna find anything that can let me look in a mirror and try to fix my beard.
I mean, it's not like I took off like a whole bunch. It was like
I know. I just
straight
gotta
hair,
like
straight hair, and then I would just like cut that one or whatever. And
Yeah, no, I know. I just gotta like trim it up now.
Yeah. You find a mirror.
I'm watching as all my hair is hitting the ground and stuff.
Are we going to fight this dragon?
oh, we're still doing that?
Fuck yeah, we're still doing that. We agreed that if we fight the dragon and there's no gold, we come back here to get this gold.
We also agreed that.
Even if there is gold, we're coming back here to
Okay.
get this gold. Yes, I know.
All right.
I want the gold too. I just want to make sure we survive when we grab.
So I go up to Rahun and I say, I've been holding on to this for a while. I want to give it back to you.
No, you're still sick. Hold it.
So we're going
Okay.
to fight a dragon.
Until I know you're not going to just pass out again out
What's
of nowhere.
the guy's
You
name?
keep that.
The
I hate it.
creature?
I hate passing out,
The
and I
dude?
hate feeling weak, and I hate feeling like a liability.
I do. I
I've
have it
never felt
written
that way
down.
in my life
I just
before.
didn't know if you
Trust
had it
me.
handy.
Very uncomfortable.
I
Rather
hate
than
it too.
looking.
It's okay.
My notes are scattered everywhere.
Yeah. I gotta find my main bracket in the notes.
We wouldn't do it if
My
we
main
didn't like it.
bracket of notes?
Thanks.
We wouldn't do it. We wouldn't put up with it if we didn't like it.
Haggard? No.
Now leave me alone. I'm fixing my beard.
Harden.
Harden.
Oh, I was at the zoo with my nieces, and we were like leaning against like the zebras. It's like a wooden gate, and I picked her up, and then there was a piece of like wood hanging out.
I need something to
so
bring me
it just
back.
yeah, man.
Because when I tell you my world is spinning.
The worst though is like at the hospital because like you have
Harden.
any little
Yes.
Are-
just like I'm like oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harden, are
Well,
you
that's what
you ready to go kill a dragon with us?
I know. Ugh.
Who do you say?
Harden.
My place is not with the dragon. It's with them. As he points over at the
Girls.
mom and daughter.
Don't you remember our conversation that we had prior to us going down there?
Harden, we talked about
That
this.
if you
You gotta be the king.
killed the dragon, ergo killing blow,
Final blow.
final blow, you killed the dragon, that would give you the right to challenge the current kings, or the current king, for
The snow baby.
the throne of your people. Kind?
Who would protect them?
We have
The
a place.
threat is not up here. The threat is down there.
Actually, we could send them to Tortola.
Oh yeah, we could teleport.
We don't
them.
have
Where's
we
Bob? Bob could teleport him.
Bob's gone.
Where the I thought you went to go get him.
He didn't listen to
She
me.
was not successful.
She didn't use her womanly.
So I just walked by. I'm like, worked with Tony, won't work with him.
Woo! I mean, his name wasn't Bob anyway.
All right, little brother.
She didn't
I
be
will
a
do
slut.
what I want
I'm
when
going
I
out.
want.
I walked out.
What?
I said his name wasn't Bob anyway.
He did say that he was lying to us about who he really was this whole time.
Yeah, he was the sorcerer who came into our teleporter the first time.
I never trusted him from the beginning.
We should fucking
Wasn't that hard to
guy.
kind of piece that together, guys? Considering the fact we have one stranger show up in the teleporter one night, and then the very next day we have another stranger, kind of the same getup, kind of does the same things. You guys really couldn't piece that together?
I never trusted him to begin with.
I
don't
am
really see
somebody
anything
of
wrong with
wisdom, not somebody of intelligence.
Did you get put creamer in it?
Yes, I did. The sugar free. It's not sugar free.
No, dude. I was just like, I felt it during this number.
That's
and I was
why I
like,
did not fill it up to the rim.
Thank you. Maybe a little. Is it super hot or not super hot?
It's
Okay,
still
okay,
pretty
good.
warm.
Try mine.
So just be careful. If you need to, I'll grab you
Try
some
mine.
water.
If you could still see it, yeah.
Oh shit, that tastes so good.
Give me the spoon. I stir it up. I'm not sipping this.
You did
Give
use
me
it.
a shot, please.
You did use the sugar free, right?
Yes, sugar free.
Perfect. Alright, what's next? Shut up, Lindsay! You little shit!
There's a spoon on the napkin by the whiskey.
No, there isn't.
Yes.
Thank you.
What's the dragon?
Oh my
What
God.
color of dragon is it?
From what you know, it's
Still
white.
pretty.
So I walk out searching for
I
Bob.
can smell this.
Okay. So you walk out and you notice that the teleportation circle has been used in the middle. However, you don't see anybody there.
It's disgustingly strong.
That it has been used or it's being used.
It has been used. Bob, you've already taken it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's gone. Yeah.
You know,
Are you trying to save any of this? You're trying to save any of this?
So then I walk back in,
Yeah, leave it.
just like son of a bitch.
Well,
Well, Bob's gone. Could have taken the girls. That would have been nice.
Most of it in mine.
Oh
Just
man,
saying.
I don't think he can. How many people can he teleport?
As many as goes in the schedule.
Isn't he gone then? Aren't you gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
But is it still active?
No, it's gone. Once he uses it, it's
Okay.
used.
So,
Wait, how did this get in here?
well, shit.
You barred it to stir it up.
Bob, just curious, is there any, I mean, to be completely 100% honest with you, is there anything that you're actually specifically doing right now? Because
I'm actually looking in the town that I go to. I'm looking to see if there are any other sorcerers of the White Dragon bloodline.
in Tortola,
Yes.
you wouldn't find any there.
I wouldn't find anybody of natural magical abilities.
No. They're
What about
all like
Finn?
traders, and Finn's not in Tortola.
Oh, Tortola. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
He's in the Citadel.
Yeah.
Okay, well, look, we have another option.
Sorry.
We can, so I go to, where's Corvus at?
I ain't saying Corvus in a minute.
Well, Corvus didn't come down with us.
You're right. He did not.
He stayed.
He's probably
Casper
inside.
says, as I assume, he's probably taking up shelter somewhere.
I step outside of the
Shelter
door.
somewhere.
He's probably in. He's
Um,
probably in with us.
So with the door still open, I just whistle. I try to give a best impression of Cass's whistle for Corvus
Maybe performance check.
because I know him and I. Do I get advantage because him
Hey,
and
you
I?
brought me an owl cup.
I also.
Do I get advantage because him and I bonded for those 2 weeks that they were in Divine?
2 weeks wouldn't do it though.
I also step
Okay.
outside and give an owl hoot.
Just one.
I also hoot.
You said animal
We
check.
don't want to be too loud though.
Oh, you're trying to both hoot?
I also
The
hoot.
cross
Sure.
giant.
I'll give-
I'm trying to do the whistle.
Okay. So both of you roll. Make performance checks.
Keep grabbing this damn book. Performance, not animal handling.
19.
Correct.
Fuck. 14.
19, 14.
I got a 19. He got a 14.
So, who's whistling?
He's whistling.
Oh,
I
you're
am
hooting.
Oh, you're hooting.
hooting.
Sorry.
So, you whistle, and you replicate it, but something kind of messes up, and you're just like, And then your hooing. Your hooing eventually signals you don't. He doesn't come down, but you see Corvus as he's rotating around the city, and he makes himself known to you, to both of you.
Is he hungry?
So I look at Baltimore and I'm like, "You're welcome."
Thank you. So I pull out a ration and I kind of just like set it on my arm and kind of do one of these numbers.
Make an animal handling check.
Now I'm 18.
Yeah, that'll do it. So you put some rations up on your arm, and it takes a couple minutes or so. But Corvus does come down, and he kind of just perches on your arm, and then he just goes straight for the food.
I just give him like a light pet.
Sure.
I say, Corvus, there are 2 individuals here that need safety. Would you be willing to fly to Atlas and speak with either Finn or Gloria about teleporting 2 individuals to their location for a shortage of time for their safety? And I just kind of look at Cass in the process of like, hey, like, back me up on this.
She does. She backs you up on it, saying,
Motherfucker.
whatever. And you see as like Corvus like is like pointing at his foot, meaning like he's like he can't specifically say it. Like he's looking for like some kind of note or some kind of message to attach to him.
Okay, so then I'll just kind of do one of those handoffs to Cass, and then I'll pull out a piece, or I'll go to the bar, I'll grab a piece of paper. There's got to be at least one, right?
Sure.
Cool. I'll grab the piece of paper, I'll write down a note. I'll try to make it small. Just be like, Finn. So I begin to write, and then I stop, and I crumble it up, and I throw it away. And then I grab another piece of paper, and I do the pass back from Cass to see if Corvus will come onto my arm.
Sure.
And I say, Cass, maybe you should write this.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, there's ink in the pen. You don't need to do all that, but...
Oh.
What's a pen?
The ink pen.
It's a quill.
Yeah, a quill. So, basically just like, Finn and Gloria, we got 2 individuals. We were wondering if you could give them shelter for
Why is Cass drunk?
a shortage of time.
She has a hard time seeing.
Oh, and that we're in this city.
Just found out that Cass.
We're in said city, whatever.
I'm with the bifocals in.
Yeah.
Perfect. So she writes.
There's magic.
Oh, that we're not inside the city. We're on the above ground part of the city.
Got you. So
Sure, there's been a wizard out there who's been like,
writes it out. She wraps it up.
going.
She puts it with Corvus, and then she's like, "Are we ready to send him off?"
Yeah.
I pull out
I don't
another
think that's
ration
been
for him.
established that there isn't a
I
Cool.
say thank you, Corvus.
And he goes off.
Probably not.
All right, so he leaves. He flies, and you eventually see him leave
Okay.
the focus of view.
So we know, because previously we had talked about it, and it would take almost a full week for Corvus to fly there, and then for Corvus to fly back, correct?
Yes.
Do you still have some of that alcohol?
Huh?
Do you still have some of that alcohol?
Jeez, everyone's alcohol, so. Oh, I see what you mean.
Are we fighting this dragon or not?
Well,
Not
all right. So we just
today.
sent Corvus.
Not today.
We just sent Corvus, right?
Yes, to help make sure that the mother and daughter.
It's going to take him about a week to fly there and to fly back.
Okay.
Holy shit, we're not waiting a week. We're not waiting 2 weeks.
No, it's a week to fly there and back.
I don't know
Okay.
what that means,
Okay.
Jeremy.
So that way we can get the kid and the girl out of here, so that Harding can go with us.
Which
So
means
we
I
gotta wait a
can
week?
essentially
Wait a
go
week.
find a sorcerer of a magic of a white dragon or a silver dragon, and they can switch abilities so that I give him fire dragon or red dragon,
Look.
and he can
Here's the thing.
He has that.
Based on what?
Dude, that's fine. Like, I don't have. Me as a player don't care. Rahun's not going to waste a whole week. He's going to at least do something.
No,
he's going to at least go out and start traveling these trails and figure out what's in front of us.
I mean, we can still do random things here and there, but like tedious little things. Just staying away from
Any
combat.
given sorcerer could be the
All right,
first of the
we'll have less than a couple days to get this dragon killed after that week. You realize that, right?
Because we have to
but
fulfill our
Are you looking at
contract.
the player's handbook?
They said in like they told us that as long as we're making headway towards it, it's okay.
We rewatched.
Yes.
It's not a player. It's Rahun is not gonna want to sit here for a week.
I second that.
Rahun does not care enough about this kid and this woman
It's under
to
the,
want to stay.
It's not about okay. So
He doesn't care about the giant either.
okay. So let me explain the reason behind it. So we need to get the orb from the giants, but we can't take all. However, Hardin already said that if we were able to put him on the throne, that
Yeah.
He-
So
he
you're
would give us back
not
the orb.
part of the white bloodline. You're
but
part of
he
the
can't
fire.
challenge him without a reason.
It says that I can make a new
So if we
bloodline by
bring
making
him
a
with
pact
us
either
to go and
somebody
kill the
else has
dragon,
blood or a dragon.
that
Where
gives
does it
him
say that?
the
The very last
Authority?
sentence.
golden ticket, or sure,
It
yeah,
says
authority or
the
whatever.
last sentence of
The
it says
right to
any
challenge.
given sorcerer could be the first of a
Okay.
new bloodline
What's this award for
as a
again?
result
The orb
of
is
a
for the
pact
city.
or some
The-
exceptional
to
circumstance.
help-
Ghost Town City.
To communicate with the crystalline dragons that will help protect them.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to learn a new bloodline.
And you,
No, yeah,
but
but
you want to know the big picture? Why are we
first
doing all
of the new
this?
bloodline is you. Is
Because
the
we have
fire.
an ancient
Right,
God-killing
which would mean I will
creature.
be a bloodline of two dragons.
And honestly, I would
First
love to
of
have an army of dragons on our side, whatever that may consist of, to help us fight this creature.
That would be great.
Future, long
I mean,
road wise.
Okay, like yes,
The more
I understand where you're
towns
coming from,
we
but I
help,
don't think
You know,
like,
especially
in the
you
city
as a
of
future
Tortola,
king.
there is no dragonborn.
One day, the more allies you make,
They're not
Well, I realize that,
They
but I
won't
can
do
use
shit.
this to help
You
define.
don't know that. None of us are dwarves, and we've done plenty.
To throw the end to
saying that none of them will really
I mean, yeah, you can
matter
find
in
one.
the
It's just going to be rough. You're going to have to do
political
your own
aspects
traveling.
of the dwarf stuff because they're not dwarfs.
But if you are able to help put something like that in power, and then if we put you back on a throne, that opens the avenue for that bond to be made.
and it also creates less enemies. And you know, it's nice to have more allies besides dwarves.
That's great.
Other resources.
You guys can wait here for a week.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go scout ahead then.
No, that's
So, sorry, what
that's
were we talking
totally
about over
fine.
here?
That I'm not going to sit here and wait a whole week for this owl to go flying there and back in the hopes that this woman and this child are going to be teleported away safely.
It's not a hope. It would have been hope if I wrote the note. Cass wrote it.
I will also.
So we're in more debt then with who'd you write it to? Finn and Gloria, I'm guessing?
Yes.
So we're in more debt. So now I'm definitely not going to wait a whole week for Finn and Gloria of all people. So you guys can do that. I'm going to go figure out which one of these trails is going to be the best bet for us and probably figure out if there's any traps or anything ahead.
But we already know the way.
I will be joining.
Yeah.
Okay, we know the way, but we don't know what's on the actual path. I'm saying I'm going to clear that path and make sure it's clear of whatever. Traps.
But what-
people.
But if
whatever.
you go and clear it now, and then Jericho comes back to that path, he could just reset the trap.
Yes, Jeremy.
You're right, but I'll already know where it is.
Yeah.
I already know what's going on.
Unless he places it
Can I
somewhere
do a
else.
history check to
Hold
see
on,
if my
let's
character
let Jeremy
knows?
talk.
Cool,
for a second.
Baltimore. I'm not staying here for a week.
Of no what?
It's not happening.
To see if I know if my character knows anything about forming a pact with a dragon.
Sure. Roll a religion.
I will join the dwarf on his expedition to not stay here a week.
What'd you get? 15. He knows
18.
18. So you know like the basic structure of how to like get one set up and like be able to begin the ritual, but you can't remember the final pieces of it.
Okay. I'm just gonna check the end to see if there's a chance that maybe sorcerer that is just wandering through.
Watering through?
Wandering.
Like passing through.
Got it. Like there's just a dragonborn that's just wandering through?
Well, then a sorcerer in general, because a sorcerer will know how to make this pact as well.
Make a investigation check. 15. So you've heard of some sorcerers and you've tried to scout them out, but you haven't found any. So what's going on? So you guys are trying to leave?
I mean, we're not going to wait. I'm not going to use today because it's already dusk to go start traveling, but I'm going to go into one of the rooms and rest, and then plan my day for tomorrow to go scout out the path.
So Cass says, well, why don't we prioritize what we want to do, and then try and accomplish each one as a goal?
Well,
yeah.
Jeremy won?
What was that, Jeremy?
I'm going to teleport back.
Cool.
To us?
Yes. But I'm not going to let them know that I'm coming back.
Good luck. Sorry.
Because didn't you say that this village was protected by a white dragon and then a silver dragon froze it?
It was protected by a silver dragon, and then the white dragon froze them.
Yes. So
that's what you know.
And he's a lawn ornament in front of the white dragon's cave.
And then you have the
I thought it was the other way around because I thought white dragons were the nice ones, silver were the bad.
No, we're here to try to kill a white dragon because we owe a debt. Out of game.
When I teleport in, I'm going to beeline for that statue.
You don't know where the statue is. It's in the dragon's lair.
The mouth of the cave is 5 days east of the frozen lake.
So you're just going to go ahead and just start going through the trail. You don't even know what trail to go through. You're just going to go for it.
Gonna have to.
Perfect. What's going on over here?
So...
I've been asleep.
Are we going on with a priority or what we should
do? Okay. So
I literally dropped right where I'm at and started snoozing.
All right. Goal number 1. We have to kill the white dragon. So how are we going to get there? We want to meet up with the trapper who knows the lay of the land.
No.
We're not going to meet up with him?
With Jericho?
Jericho?
No.
He's a bad guy.
Did I miss that? Did I miss that? Okay. So then I wouldn't say that, I guess.
Well, you could say that, but you wouldn't know that the tracker is actually a bad guy, quote unquote.
I don't know that. Why don't I know that?
Well,
Jeremy, you're not there.
Well, I did tell everybody after the conversation between the giants and the whatever. So
I'll say that just because I'm confused. So please reorient me.
Where he wants to take control of the city. He hired the giants,
AKA traitor.
Okay, so we have to be aware of him as an enemy then.
Yes.
Correct. Okay. So it's also going to help to have this other gentleman, what's his name again? Hardin. Go with us because then he'll be able to recognize Jericho and hopefully he has some insight of...
The reason that we have Hardin to come with us is because if Hardin makes the killing blow, then
the hopes that will give him
that gives him the right to challenge the current king of the giants. And if he beats the current king of the giants, then he gets I mean, he's right there. I don't know why I'm talking. You get your throne, and then part of the agreement for us helping you get the throne is you give us back the crystalline orb that belongs here in the city.
Correct.
How do you plan on defeating both the dragon and this giant?
We are there to help him kill the dragon.
Okay, and so he's going to be one-on-one with this giant. What skill sets do you have to accomplish this?
Magic.
I have skills with the axe, as well as a shield.
And how tall are you, would you say?
taller than you.
Giant.
As you look up and he's massive.
He's a giant.
He's a
giant. He's currently in human form.
But he's still
Do I know he's a giant? I know he's a giant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, guys, I'm playing catch up right now. Out of game. Okay.
This was like.
And you were here.
All right.
So.
Okay. So he used to be a frost, right?
No, he is a frost.
He's a giant. Okay, that's right. That doesn't change. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Okay, sounds like a plan.
So our priority should be getting the two women, or the woman and her daughter, out of here.
So that Hardin will go with us.
Will go with us. He knows the area. He already knows the trails. He knows how we can avoid the giants. Get there relatively safety. More safer than us going blindly. And we go there. We challenge the dragon. Hardin makes the killing blow on the dragon. Hardin gets the bear for the girl.
Correct.
And
that is a must.
Absolutely. And whatever item in there that may help you retake your throne. Or take the throne.
The head of the dragon.
Yeah, there might be like a magical item that the dragon may have. Like a magical axe that could help you fight this other entity.
Possibly. But what will give me the right challenge is the head of the dragon.
Yeah.
So I guess our biggest issue is getting to the dragon in an area that we can have some sort of advantage, because he knows everything about the land. He knows where everything is. He'll know when we're coming. We basically have to be prepared to fight in any type of circumstance.
He leaves at morning and doesn't come back till night.
The biggest thing is making sure that we establish that he doesn't leave.
We want to get him in the cave so he's not up in the sky.
Correct.
And moving around.
And he can't fly off.
Regardless, still going to be out of my reach.
Which, I think, didn't we already figure out a way how to trap him? Yeah. Emerald can build stone walls.
But I'm asleep.
No, I know that. I'm sitting on you.
What the You
You're
didn't say
asleep.
that, first of all.
Well, now I'm sitting on you.
Well, as long as it's not my lungs.
Nope, Tread. So, yeah, Emerald can build up walls or whatever to potentially barricade him in.
Cass turns and she says, "Do we know if the dragon can bust down the walls?"
I
Probably.
was just thinking that.
But if he does, if Emerald could do multiple layers,
Is there going to be enough time?
well, if it's more preoccupied with us than him,
Okay, so let's say the walls don't work. What's the second plan?
Nothing.
Endless rope him up somehow?
With what?
I don't know if the rope will even hold him.
or
God
bless you. Another option was to potentially
So, ice is.
Ice.
I don't know.
What?
Well, dragons breathe fire. I
Nope.
know. This one doesn't breathe fire. He breathes
Nope,
ice.
not all dragons breathe
He
fire.
breathes ice.
Are you still there?
Me?
I haven't left.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you went into a room.
I
and
said I
slept.
was going to because it's dusk and
wants
I'm
to
not going to
sleep.
leave weak now,
Okay,
but
dude,
you
I
started
didn't-
talking, so I wasn't going to leave.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, and then another thing that could happen, maybe not necessarily roping him down, but I mean, if he leaves during the day, maybe if all of us combined sit there and we try to melt the ice on the silver dragon.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, frankly, I think that's better choice of what Emerald should be focusing his time on is destroying that ice that's around the Silver Dragon. Staying out of sight, out of mind, and melting that ice.
Well,
just
the
don't
biggest
know.
issue is that we're going to have to be such a distance away that it can't scent us.
There is the griffin as well.
The what?
The griffin. The griffin is also a lawn ornament for the white dragon.
That's cool.
More smaller, but griffins are known to be proud and fierce in combat.
Okay, so we do the griffin first because we're gonna have to stay a ways out to hopefully not get it sent, and then have to dash our way in.
Or we wait until it leaves.
Is there something we can do to disguise
Okay, so
our
if we're
scent?
right there hiding, just on the outside, and then it leaves, it's still going to smell us.
Is there something we can do to help disguise our scent?
I'm not saying we wait right outside the gate and then wait for it to leave. I'm saying we wait for it to leave, then head up to its cave. We can wait at like the frozen lake and look up into the sky and wait until a giant white dragon flies by.
That's literally what I've been saying this whole time.
Okay.
All right. So
Wait, Cass is a favorite enemy, right? Dragons?
she's been reading about it.
That's right. I've been reading on it.
Do you know,
You know what? Roll
Through-
D20.
through your reading, do you know
18.
how,
188 fingers.
do you know how, the radius of what a dragon can smell?
Yes.
What's that distance?
5 days.
Miles. How many miles?
No, it's 5 days away from the frozen
Smell?
lake.
Yeah, like if it were to pick up a scent, how?
5 days is just like.
Oh, if it picks
That's what
up
I'm
the
saying. We're waiting a
scent,
week.
it'll be able to track it.
5
Yeah, I'm
days.
saying, what's
We're
the
waiting
radius
to
that it can pick up
1 or 2
scents?
days to kill.
I don't even know if it's even in there.
If it's already got picked up, it's 500. It's
Who
such
fucks about these weapons?
500.
Care about
500 what?
giant,
Like,
and of course the line.
sorry, it would be up to about 5 miles.
Okay.
Then if it has its scent,
cannibals.
if it doesn't have its scent,
They're gonna come here and, be
and
like,
it's just
oh, this
smelling
guy's dead. We
something,
don't need to protect
it'd
this
probably
anymore.
just be like up to like 500
That is
miles or 500 feet, probably,
So then,
because it's not looking for it. You know what I
All
mean?
we're doing is we're wasting time.
but does it have any of our scents? It has mine and Emerald's.
Coffee was good.
Because he turned and looked at us. He looked in the direction where we were.
Who?
The dragon.
I'm asleep.
So we can. So how fast could we? Okay, so 5 miles realistically would take us like what, an hour, maybe hour and a half, dashing.
It's not 5 miles from the frozen lake. It's 5 days from the frozen lake, right?
No, he's finding out the distance of how far we can be away from the dragon without it smelling us. That's what he was asking. That's what the 5 miles he's talking about.
But if for us to dash 5 miles would take maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. Okay, so if we stay 5 miles out and we wait till the dragon goes, and then we just dash our way in, it'll take us about 2 hours just straight up sprinting. We get there, and then we just
Unfreeze the griffin and the silver dragon.
do the best that we can.
So the biggest thing was, though, is that we wanted to try to keep him inside the cave so that we have some type of fighting advantage, because when he's out there flying around, like, he can go anywhere and do anything, and we're just like these little sitting ducks. Like, yes, we'll have a silver dragon and a griffin, but he's defeated both of them. So yes, it is really good to unfreeze them.
Don't forget, we'll have a giant too.
We'll have a giant, yes. But I think it's also great to have him in a cave. I think that is probably going to be one of our best chances.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I agree. I'm not denying that.
No, this is just us having a conversation.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out what's going to be the best. Overall, is we obviously want to survive too. I mean, if we die trying to get this giant white dragon to a debt that we owe, I mean,
Better than dying to a bunch of cannibal hordes trying to get a bunch of gold.
absolutely. I'm not saying that we shouldn't try. I'm just saying that it doesn't have to be a suicide mission. All right, so I think that we should try to get him and keep him in the cave. Now, as far as being able to unfreeze these other possible,
So Cass kind of chimes in. Well, what if we set up a trap or something that could pin him to the ground? Is that an option or no?
I mean, ideally that's what we've been trying to discuss with Emerald,
Yeah, endless rope.
building a wall.
I
does
do.
So do we have anything that?
I'll spend the next couple hours trying to make a giant rope, a giant net out of the endless rope. Cutting piece by piece, trying to just...
The more that you cut it, the less the enchantment goes.
Correct.
So, we cannot then do the trap if you want, and I'll hand you back your own endless rope.
Well, we can think of other things to do.
Yeah, I think maybe another idea might be.
Okay.
So we have an endless rope. How can we set a trap for a dragon to keep him pinned down? Because if we want to wait till he gets out, does this thing come back? Maybe he'll be a little bit exhausted. I don't know. I don't know what he does during the day. And it would be nice, God bless you, to unfreeze those other animals and have them as allies. So let's maybe start thinking of a trap. When he's sleeping at night, I think that would be the best thing. Like, he goes in, he sleeps. During that time, we're building this trap. I don't think it should be something scattered over days or hours, because he's going to find it. He's going to see it. Our scent's going to be everywhere. It's going to have to be 5 miles out. That's where we should start.
But we have all day, though.
While he's inside the cave.
No, while he's out. Because he leaves during the morning and he comes back during the night.
Yeah, but we don't know where he leaves or if he's going to see us and when he's going to catch our scent. If he's inside the cave, we know where he is. We know what a 5 mile radius is. We know where we could be where he won't smell us. If he leaves, he's gone, he's in the air. We don't know where he's at. We can't stay searching the skies. The cave, so we get him to leave the cave and we trap him.
Out of the game, is it a monster or a beast?
A dragon is considered a monstrosity, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay, so traps. How does one trap a dragon? Obviously, pinning down his wings is going to be the best thing, so he can't fly. What is going to be strong enough to pin down this giant dragon and his wings? What do we have? Okay, we have an endless rope. What else do we have?
Actually, it just says medium dragon. It doesn't say monstrosity.
What about
I'm gonna say,
in the town?
because it doesn't say monstrosity, it's a beast.
Harden. Harden, do you know of anything that can help pin down a dragon? Or hold down a dragon? In battles, when the frost giants have fought this dragon and lost, what are some things that they tried to do to pin him down so we know not to waste our time with that? Do you have any ideas? Any materials that are going to be strong enough to help out with this?
From a dream, I wake up.
I mean, I'm sitting on you, so you could probably wake up just from the pressure alone.
So I
Do we hear the teleporter go off?
Oh, you're right.
For those that are, why don't we make a perception check to see if anybody hears the teleport. So
Before that, I wake up and I say, dominate beast. So
23.
23.
I'm distracted
16.
at the fact that you're waking up.
16. So 23 and 16. So actually, Ron, you do actually notice the teleportation circle.
I casually go over to one of the chairs. I sit down. I continue to chug. I close my eyes, put my head around the back of my head, and I just go, or we can drop a giant on top of it through a dimension door.
I got a 21.
Oh, by the way, Bob's back.
Yes, you hear the dimension. You hear the.
What do you mean Bob's back?
I mean,
Well, he
teleport
can't fit.
going off.
The giant can't fit. Dimension door.
In his human form, he can.
And then you say
is in his
dominate
human form.
beast.
Exactly. If he can
Yeah,
go into
I
his
wake
human
up
form, drop from
yelling,
the sky, go into
dominate
giant
beast.
form, land on top of the dragon.
I don't think so. Because how tall is he right now in his human form? He's
He's
like the
only
size
six-
of an Asmar, right?
No, he's like 6 foot.
I thought he was like 8 something.
He's like 6'5" right now.
Yeah, he can fit
human
through the
human.
dimension.
So he could go through Bob's dimension door.
as a human.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he goes through as a
I thought
human.
he was taller.
No, he goes through as his human form. As he's falling from the sky of wherever the dimension door is, lands right on top of the dragon in his giant form, and he holds him down as long as he can.
You know what's something else that we have?
What?
We have an immovable rod.
Oh, what?
That's right.
An immovable rod.
We could use the immovable rod and use the endless rope.
Okay. And you can
that's-
control beast?
Yep.
Dominate.
Dominate beast?
Dominate beast is an option, as I have no copy.
Worst case scenario, I become a white dragon and I fight it.
As polymorph?
Correct.
polymorph allows you to do any dragon or anything.
Transforms a creature that you can see within range into a new form.
You're trying to create the dragon into something.
You can me into the dragon.
Perfect. And then what's the?
Or you can turn the dragon
Oh,
into
but
something
it has
else.
to be at the same challenge rating.
Or you can turn the dragon into something
Oh.
else.
You would be correct.
You could change the dragon into something
It may not
else.
be here, but
The new form can be any
I
beast
know
whose
my
challenge
flow,
rating
guys,
is
dang
equal
it.
to
He could
or
change
less.
the dragon into
Yes,
a
sir.
field mouse if he wants to.
I'm
But
gonna
the
kick in
minute
the
that
door
that
and be
field
like,
mouse
boom.
well, the
takes
door.
damage and loses all its health
As
points,
far
goes
as right
right
now
back to a
goes, the
dragon.
door is still currently
The
open.
same
Is that
exact
not
hit points.
Am I
The
wrong
biggest
about
reason why
that?
we would do the polymorph is
What?
to change him into something, capture it in that form.
Did the door close?
Yeah, the door's closed.
Oh, the door did
So
close.
capture it,
Okay.
not kill it.
So
Because once we
The
damage
door-
it, it goes back.
busts wide open
not a magic
as
person.
you see Bob is standing in the doorway.
Still in the chair,
And-
eyes closed, no reaction. Go, see, told you.
As you say, what?
I said, Rahul, Harden, I need you real fast.
Where did you go?
Welcome back, Bob.
Glad you're back, Bob.
Hey,
Harden.
first off,
Hey, person who's not Bob.
I'm shit. I met y'all a day before. My name is Samael.
Yeah, you're the one who set our little teleporter room on fire, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Now,
figured.
secondly, I left to go see what I could do about the dragons alone. With the silver dragon frozen, I'm going to try and make a blood pact with that silver dragon. Because of it being dragon magic is way more resistant to any other type of magic there is. If we try to use anything that's magical resistance, dragon breath can destroy it. Alright? So, with my breath weapon as a dragon mage, I should be able to melt the ice that is currently around the silver dragon. But I will only do that if he agrees to go into a blood pact with me, which would give me both fire and ice breaths. Now, with that being said, I'm not only just going to make a blood pact with him, I'm going to leash my soul to him to try and have him as a semi-familiar, to ask him if he would help us with the silver dragon along with our abilities. That should solve the issue with the white dragon, because the white dragon cannot fight all of us plus the silver dragon, or the white dragon. Sorry, the silver dragon. So I need to get to this dragon as soon as possible, because I'm going to need time to convince him to go into a blood pact with me.
That sounds like a...
So I go up to him and I go, okay, cool, let's rehearse real quick. I'll be the silver dragon.
You're assuming a
Oh
lot,
my gosh.
Bob.
Well, considering he's trapped in ice and he's not really going anywhere, if I offer him the ability of freedom, no matter how long he's been there, there's a very good chance that he's going to take this.
You need to speak with him with his mind.
If the dragon, again, is even conscious. We're talking about a silver dragon who, yes, has been trapped in a white dragon's magical frosted encasing. So you're going off the hopes that we're going to get him out of the ice. You're going to be able to either communicate with him through the ice, if he's even still conscious.
It's ideas, whatever.
Well,
It's ideas.
Samuel, I got a question.
yes.
Would you be able to dimension door inside of a white dragon?
No.
What?
No.
So, why did you
That's the only plan I'm good with.
catch the teleportation circle on
Like
fire when we were there
100%,
before?
I will go inside of him.
And then activate the immovable rod.
Yeah.
It was more.
Then how do we get you out?
I'll cut my way out. Just get me into its
destroy
stomach.
my power. It wasn't intentionally to burn everything down. I didn't realize the roof was wood. All I seen was all the walls were stone. So I figured everything would be fine.
Sam?
Did you come to us for a reason, or?
Yes, because we were hiring people at the time. Sam, I don't care. You're cool, dude. You do whatever you want. I knew you were Sam probably like 2 days afterwards, considering the fact little coincidental that you could do the same thing that the guy who almost set our whole entire mansion on fire. You know what I mean? It's not that hard to kind of figure it out. But it's not about the worry right now, so don't worry about that. We'll come back to that later.
Yeah.
I'm already down. I'm as far down as a dwarf can go.
Alright, so
I know.
I'm going to turn to Harden, and I'm going to be Harden. Can you take me to where the silver dragon is, so I can attempt to talk to it?
Oh, dude.
All right, before you go, we're game planning here. All right, so that's a great game plan.
It's me.
It's 5
Okay.
days. It's 5 days east, but I will not go there by myself.
You don't have to. Get me halfway there, and then point me in the direction that I just need to keep walking straight.
I can put you on the trail. Yes.
Okay, let's hold that thought. Let's just discuss like everything else, because that's going to be great to get that dragon on our team, but that might not be enough. That might not be successful. We have to have other options.
Yes, but if we get that dragon knows more about the situation than we do.
Yeah,
That would come out of him. On top of that, the fact that this town was protected by this dragon, he would also know where the orb is to summon the other dragons that were helping him protect this town.
We're definitely going to try that. We're definitely going to try that.
We already know where the orb is, though.
The frost giants. Frost giants.
I think there's one factor everybody's forgetting here. We have a trapper who's literally been putting his hands into everything for so long. The one person who's going to have the most information out of everybody is this trapper guy who's not frozen, who has his own cabin, and is the one who's literally been setting all the trails between everything. The giants, this town, and the dragon.
Yeah, but he's...
The bad guy. You mean the guy that is the...
Yeah, you're right. That's why we go to his cabin, we kill him, and we take everything that's in his cabin.
But
He's literally a trapper. He probably has traps.
Yeah, but he's also killed giants that were just traveling to his cabin without even actually having to fire at them.
Well, we're also trying to go up against a dragon.
I'm gonna use the restroom.
If you're okay with fighting a dragon but not fighting one guy,
No,
why are we fighting the dragon to begin with?
No, it's because he has a pact with the dragon also.
Yeah, exactly.
The issue-
So we kill him,
We
get all the information we need.
Okay, if you kill him, you don't get any information.
So we weaken him, we capture him, we do what we need to get the information, but this is the one guy who will definitively probably have all the stuff we need. He has the information about the giants, he has the information about the dragons, and he's literally called a trapper. So what is his house going to consist of? Traps.
Unless he's magical.
Which is even better. Because if he's somehow even brainwashed too, we can dispel that magic and now have another magic user on our hand. Because my belief is he's probably being under controlled by the white dragon. So again, I think the biggest thing we should probably do is go to this trapper guy's house while we have this week to wait. Either kill him, take everything we can, get as much information as we possibly can, and then come back and make sure the girls are gone. And then after that, once we know the trapper's dead and gone, one, it will turn the commotion of the giants crazy. And then the dragon's going to be like, well, fuck, there goes one of my leverages against the giants. And we have whatever traps, whatever information, and we have a guy who's not trying to put his rule over this town. Because isn't he the biggest one who's trying to control this place? It's not the dragon. The dragon only cares about eating and the gold. He actually wants to make this town his own.
That's true. He's going to be a big enemy.
We're going to have to deal with him regardless of what we do. I say we use the week that we're going to be having downtime instead of playing patty cake with one another. We go and kill this fucking trapper. We get the traps. We do what we need to do. Because to me, that's the one person who has his hand in everything and isn't affected by it. So what does he have that's allowing him to be not affected by all this stuff? I mean, we're barely in this, and we're more affected than he is. Like, that's just me, guys. I don't know what you guys want to do. I just swing the axe.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to come across him eventually. I think it'd be smart for it to be on our terms. Keep that in mind that he is a trapper and getting to his cabin is gonna be a lot easier.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bitch.
Yeah.
But again, we just survived a whole dungeon of cannibals. That if he was in there would be probably crying like a little bitch.
Hardin, does he still come here to? Oh, he's gone. Juan's gone.
Yes,
he does still come here.
He does, and he
And
talks to the giants.
Yeah, it's been a long time since he's been here. What if we can catch him?
No,
on his way here?
he's been here recently. He was here only a couple days ago to talk, and then that's when the dragon came down as well. Everybody was here. The dragons, the giants, and that guy.
Oh, shit. I forgot about one other thing.
Hey.
Everybody roll a d20.
Rod, I forgot about another thing.
Natural 1.
18.
18.
Natural 20.
Natural 1.
15.
15.
We're just rolling at E20, no additives?
Yeah, just roll straight.
That's a hell no.
What is it?
Whopping 4.
400. 1,000. What'd you get?
I got 15.
1,500.
Natural 20.
2,000.
18.
1,800. Everybody gets that much experience because you guys were staying in character as we used the bathroom, and I heard all of y'all. So go ahead.
Cool. Next campaign, I level up.
I'm leveling up.
Or not next campaign, next session, I level
Next
up.
time, this campaign's done.
Fuck! Dragon swoops in, takes out the whole
My life's
time.
work. Fucking go on.
2 years. Alright.
Are we calling it?
No. It is 11:02.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize what time it was. Are we okay to keep going?
I just realized something else.
I don't work tomorrow.
I don't work tomorrow.
I don't give a shit that I work tomorrow, so.
Yes.
I'm fine with
You said you do work
Jeremy.
Yeah, I said I don't
tomorrow? Yeah,
care
we
that.
should call it.
Yes.
I don't care though. You're good.
We should call it.
I don't usually go to bed till about 12:31, so I'm good.
Yeah, and you're also drunk.
I don't care what we do, I'm gonna pee.
We're live, bro.
Hey, now what?
Can you grab me a water?
He's like, if they don't know
BJ,
now.
BJ, can you grab me a water,
This was
please?
Hey, Walt,
unopened when I
Yes.
What is that?
can I say something to Harden?
With flavoring?
Sure.
Hey, Harden, how do you feel about going into a pact with me?
Okay.
I don't do
I was
packs.
gonna catch it, but I haven't let him in. Thank you. That's good.
Bro.
You want me to bring
You
back
wanna touch
something
the
from the
bottle?
dragon that's Sarah's, right?
Why is that?
What was that?
Why?
Her bear.
I will bring back her bear. That was the agreement
Nod
made.
syndrome or something?
You light it on fire.
What
Alright,
was that?
Samuel, if you want things to work out for you, bud, you probably but shouldn't be such a dick.
He's
Yeah,
not
well,
a
you
dick.
know,
He's.
I've learned from
He's
Harden.
literally putting up the bear as ransom, saying he'll burn the bear.
The agreement.
Wait, I thought you said Harden.
The agreement was that
He's saying-
I would take the bear.
You are gonna get the bear. Calm down.
And
Please.
and our sorcerer friend over here is saying he's
Should've
going to
picked
take the
him.
bear and light it on fire if Harden doesn't work
I said
and help with him.
accidentally. I said accidentally.
Don't do
Accident.
that. Come on.
Yeah, don't be a
Alright.
dick,
Come
Samuel.
on, Bob.
Nobody's going to want to work with you, bud.
There is one other way I can get the ice pack, and that is through the frost giant that is currently with us.
You can get what?
He's trying to get a pack.
I can use a bloodline, a giant bloodline, through an ice giant to also get the ice abilities.
Have you ever heard of the Horcrux?
Pretty much.
Well, you need a magical bloodline. The frost giants aren't magical.
In the player's handbook, it says that giants can be used as well, frost giants.
What page?
It is.
Sounds like he's going to just rip his soul into a million pieces until he's nothing
What
left.
page?
Let me
But
look
yeah,
it
he
up.
did just threaten to burn the bear on fire. Exactly, that's why I said it.
So excited for next week so we can just Juan's gonna ask a single question and we're all just gonna fucking start yelling at each other.
Why?
The whole hour is gonna be us yelling at each other for one question.
I'm just gonna make broad questions and just see where it goes because I don't need it.
Try not to have anything that triggers us.
Yeah.
Also, keep in mind that
I'm sexy.
I don't get pissed off, but when I get excited about stuff, my tone, I get louder, but it doesn't mean I'm mad. But not really like it's a
Next
game.
source's origin.
Like it's
What?
so fine.
What?
So if
I'm
I
with
get
Bitch, he wears his
loud,
emotions on his sleeves.
your sleeves are rolled
Just
up.
give me a page. That's all.
It's there. It's tucked underneath the rolls.
Let me find the book for you.
Back in the day, they would hide their put their sleeve, roll up their sleeves, put their sleeve up.
Yeah.
Alright,
But it used to go all the way up to here.
You said
Yeah.
the sorcerer origins. It
I
says
read
different
for it on my
sources
uncle.
claim different origins
Had
for
a
their
picture of
innate
him
magic,
doing that.
although many variations exist. Most of these origins fall between two categories: the draconic bloodline and wild magic.
Wild magic
Follow
is
fire comedy.
giants.
I'm not going to consider that wild magic. Because if you look under wild magic, it says that you've endured exposure to raw magic, planar portals, elemental planes, limbo, or the far realm, or the Feywild, or marked by a demon, which doesn't include anything to do with giants.
Hey, you got a camera on the ground.
Yeah, it's not being used right now.
Okay, so we're gonna
I appreciate the
tie
look
down the dragon with a trap, and we're gonna use endless rope and what the staff, the bar.
Immovable
what we
rod.
should-
If we could put the immovable rod inside of it and activate it somehow,
Oh,
it would keep it.
that'd be dope as shit.
It would keep
Sorry.
it from flying away.
We can get at least one of its wings, right?
No, like literally, we put it inside of it. It
That's
won't
why I
be
was
moving.
asking if Sam.
Swallow it. We can throw it down his throat.
No, well, we have to activate it, so that's the thing. So that's why I was asking if
I'll go
Samael
inside the
Butthole.
dragon.
would be able to.
Butthole.
What? That's oh my gosh, no. I was asking if Samael would be able to dimension door
The bro.
inside
He's the shortest and smallest person here.
inside. Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Look, we've already established
Go
he
ahead,
can't do the
ahead.
dimension door inside of the dragon.
I was just explaining. That's why I asked
I know,
the
I'm
question
listening.
earlier.
But
I am
if you
listening.
just keep it on me, I'll probably get swallowed by it eventually.
But the risk is
Just give me a few minutes to just yell at it.
Chewed,
You'll get annoyed.
chewed teeth on the way down. What is the acid going to be like in the stomach? I would think that's
Have
easier
you
said
ever
than done.
taken? Have you ever taken anything and just not chewed it, just swallowed it up because it was so small? So imagine a giant dragon
That's
and
what
then
she
me. I'm like a
Cass,
raisin.
how is it like? Does Cass know that? Do you know the anatomy of a dragon, a white dragon?
Regardless, even if we I go-
Natural 20. So she says, actually, based on the research that I've done, inside of a white dragon, if you go inside of it, not only are you taking on the stomach effects, but you're also taking on the white dragon's ability to freeze. So you actually might run into the issue of actually just freezing in his stomach.
let's do it.
Okay, what about the uvula? When they go down, that
What is
hanging
a
piece.
uvula?
Okay, so in the back of your throat, that little thing that hangs down.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, would it be an option for him to swallow, while he's getting swallowed, hold on to that and then activate the rod? Not going to the stomach, not getting to any of that.
Yeah, but then he would open up his mouth and just walk backwards.
Correct.
Well,
But
if
how-
we put it in his throat, let me get swallowed just a little bit. I'll activate it in his throat. Then I'll cut my way through the throat.
He can hold on to the rod
I literally just
as
put
it gets
underneath me.
activated so he doesn't go down the throat.
I mean, I think we should still just send the giant out of the dimension door and land on top
Hold
of
on,
it.
she's got a natural 20 on this anatomy and physiology. So if
Wow.
we're thinking of getting inside of it to activate this rod, this is our best way to ask questions.
If you do it in the throat, then the dragon might be able to just finagle his way out, regardless.
I
Yeah.
walk up to
Ooh.
Hardin and I ask him,
Well, that's why I put it sideways.
"What's the
inside
path towards the dragon?"
It's going to be the northeast trail.
And what about to the cabin of that guy?
Northwest
Okay.
trail.
What
I still
about
think
going up
within the
the
week we
butt
should
hole?
go there.
So would I
Or
know?
a belly button? Or what?
Wait.
A belly button, an incision we can cut? I don't know.
Would
Let's
I-
see if going
would
into
I
the
know
dragon has like a
what
flash.
direction he's talking about?
Well, you only know that there's 3 trails that lead out of this city.
Uh-huh.
And
You
it
have the
won't go away.
northwest trail, the
Still has that
northeast
natural
trail,
20.
and then you have the south trail.
And he just
Until
said
she goes to
northwest.
sleep.
He said
You ask her
northeast to
about
go to the
anatomy.
dragon,
She has
northwest
that
to get to
natural
Jericho's.
Okay, so I turn into a black bear and I start heading northeast.
Perfect.
Cass,
So
with the anatomy stuff,
Yes,
you're
sir.
gonna go
How
straight
tough
to the
Excuse
dragon.
me, brown bear.
How tough is
Why
the
not a
scale?
polar bear?
The scales of a white
I don't
dragon
think I've
to
seen
pierce.
a polar bear.
That is a magnificent question, actually. This is the wrong
That
book.
is.
So you're going straight for the dragon? You're not going to go for the
It's
tracker
from
first?
Unearthed Arcana.
Unearthed
Just gonna
Arcana is not technically part of D&D 5e.
I jump on top of your back
Huh?
as you're leaving. As a giant bear, just jump on top of your back.
Stuff that are leaked from Wizards of the Coast.
Correct.
Mike,
They're
Hardy,
already
pull me
testing it, and I'm not running it in this campaign, unfortunately. So she tells you that the armor class of a dragon is usually at about 20.
But to actually pierce the scale, like
How many force? How much force?
To pierce a specific spot, you're probably looking really, really, really hard. Out of game, probably at around like 23, 24.
so then what would be the difficulty of piercing a wing?
Piercing wing, you're probably looking at about 25. Because he naturally protects his wings.
Where would be the weakest spot?
Polar bear.
It's the neck, like at the chest, because that's where the ability of a dragon forms, and then it goes.
It's usually right. It's like here on a dragon, but because the dragon has such a long neck, it's usually about around the chest area. But the thing is, that's also where the hardest scales are.
So speaking of like the strength of like wings and their, being able to hold and pin down wings, how much force would we need to do that?
We would need enough force to pierce the wing.
Well, you don't necessarily have to pierce it. You just
She
have to
says
trap
a
it,
good decent
too.
amount of force. She's not 100% sure. She rolled an 8.
But if we were to pierce the wing with the immovable rod
Okay.
and activate it, he would be held in place where he is, unless he ripped his own wing, which would then make it harder for him to fly.
Polar bear.
Okay.
I jump on his back, put on a fur coat.
Do you allow him?
Yes.
Perfect. So you see as they just go outside, he turns into a bear and then just starts... Wait, how are you turning into a polar bear? You've never even seen a polar bear.
No, I've seen a polar bear.
Where?
In my past. I've been up towards this way.
You did not put that in your backstory.
Oh my god. Fine.
Whatever bear he turns into.
I may not
Then a
have my
brown
memory
bear.
right now, but I know
Then
for
a
a fact you
brown
don't have
bear.
a polar bear.
A brown bear.
Alright, I know you have a brown bear. So
Jump
we'll do
on
a brown bear. As you start rolling up, you guys see this as he starts moving his way up.
No, a bear, not a cow.
He said bear.
I was about to say, did I say cow?
But he said moo.
No, moving.
Yeah,
Oh.
moving.
Alright.
I got your back.
Great.
He was just trying.
You alright,
to
BJ?
I'm
You
fine.
feeling kind of funky.
I'm fine. Alright, so I'm a brown bear.
Alright, so you guys leave.
I'm on his back.
Alright, so you see as both of them leap, just in case you guys wanted to say anything.
Whatever.
Good luck, guys. Cool. We'll see you when we see you.
Okay.
Be
I bring his
safe.
corpse back when he dies.
Be safe.
Well,
All right, so I'm assuming they're gonna go to the cabin to try to kill this guy.
No, we're going to the dragon!
I mean,
Glad we have these conversations.
I mean, the only reason I know that is because we're heading northeast. Like,
I don't know, what way do you take?
Northeast.
Yeah,
The
he
one
said he
Arden
went
told me.
To the
northeast.
dragon, yep. Make a...
Jeremy, can you mute
Yeah.
that? Can you mute that, please?
Thank you.
Sorry.
Can you make a investigation check first?
you know how shitty it would be is if the two of them actually went up there to Druid Barbarian, took on the dragon itself, and won.
20.
Right? I'd be
Not
like, hey guys.
20,
I'm
you know
dragging
that
him by
there
his
is a
tail.
trap literally right as you're about to hit the trail.
Okay. So I stuck.
Kind of stroke him on the back of the ear. What do you hear, boy?
So I just put my head up and I point my nose directly at the trap.
Sure.
And I give
You see
out.
him pointing at something. You have no idea what.
I think I would know where the trap is.
And with my
You don't recognize it's a trap. You just see him pointing at an area of land.
with my claw, I would make a T in the snow.
Sure.
Mr. T.
Right. And then I put an R.
Okay, I know what you're signifying. Go around it.
So I know where the radius of the trap is, yeah?
You know that there's a trap there. You don't know what type of trap or how to deactivate it.
Is there...
Where the rope shield's coming from.
So I'm gonna try to go...
I take a dart and I throw it as far as I can to the left.
Sure, you throw it. It just lands in the snow.
So with him still on my back, I walk about maybe 10, 15 feet around it, just so that I can get around where I think this trap would be.
So you just try and go around?
Around where the arrow was?
Sure.
Where I threw the dart and nothing happened.
How far to the right or left do you go?
Is there the mountain I run into or no?
It's a trail, so you're gonna come to one side or the other.
Yeah, so I would go as far to the right. I'm assuming the mountain's on my right.
Sure. All right. What are you guys doing outside?
I'm not going outside. I'm inside.
Oh, I meant inside. Sorry.
Oh. I'm going to continue talking to Baltimore about the plan.
Yeah.
Basically. So, okay,
With
so...
Cass also.
With Cass.
Yeah, she's there.
So let's say we pierce the wing.
You see as Cass is slowly drinking something, you don't recognize what it is. Actually, you do recognize it. It's alcohol. She's like, hey. It's been a
Cause
while.
Cass to start drinking.
I mean, how are we gonna pierce that wing? You know, someone's gonna have to jump in the air and come slamming down with some serious force to get that.
Harden?
Cass is like, I could probably nail it.
Yeah, but the issue is activating it. But if we did use the idea and we dropped Harden from a dimension door on top of it, the force of him actually coming down onto the dragon might be enough to pierce the dragon either in its wing or in its back.
How do
or
we
something just
activate
to keep
it?
Press the button.
Or press the button. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a button. Bob, you have any ideas? Because they're talking about you using a dimension door.
But I mean, that's even if Samuel decides to come with us.
I haven't had spaghettios in how even know when.
It's a good conversation.
Mr. Bob?
I don't think that's gonna be good.
Didn't we talk about this? I'm not Bob.
Oh, Samael, sorry.
Do you go by Sam for short, or do you prefer your whole name?
I'll answer to either.
So, either way, I mean, that could be one idea. If he opened up a dimension door above the dragon, Harden went into the dimension door, dropped down onto the dragon, it might be enough force that he can pierce maybe the back, because you said the back would be easier to pierce than the wing would be.
He turns his head, blows his fire on it, and then disenchants the rock. Dragon fire destroys all magical items. It's one of the few things in that beats next to every magical item created. That's why dragon scale armor and dragon imbued items are so powerful.
Cass, is this true?
It is partly true. However, I don't believe the white dragon blows fire. I believe it blows ice, if I'm not mistaken.
It does, but it still has the properties of fire.
So I guess our only hope is to put the rod through its mouth.
That would
top to bottom?
Be incorrect. Due to my studies, anyway, my studies tell me that it is just ice. It's just the...
Right, but what I'm saying is, it doesn't change the magical dispel effect. Because even, poison dragons breathe poison, but that poison breath still disenchants items.
He uses a cold breath. I know that for a fact. And it does have a pretty high
damage output.
And also trying to get away from it. I know it's really hard to get away from it. However, what he says could be true. I'm not 100% sure.
So we're going to have to go through the top of the mouth to the bottom of the jaw, basically. That's our only hope.
Yeah, but doesn't that also put it in the same line of fire as where the
That's true. I was thinking to pin it shut, kind of like a muzzle of some sort.
You could do that if you could get the rope around his mouth, but then you would have to hope that he can't blow the ice breath out of his nostrils.
Okay, so
fighting dragons isn't easy because you can't really do it with magical items because of this attribute, which is why that's why people that are considered dragon slayers normally have a draconic bloodline in their history. So
Okay, so we instead just pierce him at the top of the head, like where the neck and the head go.
okay, yeah.
So instead of dropping Harden on his back, we drop Harden like right around where his neck is, and Harden, you aim for as high as you can on his neck.
Would that work anatomy-wise, Cass, do you think?
Because, I mean, if you did that, then he wouldn't be able to move his head in order to reach around and attack it or whatnot.
That's correct.
Unless you ripped it off, which at that point would just be
So we would have to,
completely in our favor.
if he ripped it off.
Because he would take a lot of damage trying to move through that. And his at that point, his motion, because his head would in turn be locked in place.
Okay.
So we would be in total advantage at that point because it would take him a little bit in order. His sole purpose would be to be getting away from that while we could just be hammering down on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he would still be able to use his fire, just not to get rid of that rod.
Cool. For a second here, just in case. Emerald, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. $19.
19. Yeah, you passed. So as you go, you see as like some magical ward goes to trigger, but you pass it before you even before it goes off. And you guys are slowly making your way up. However, you do realize that it is nighttime, and it is completely 100% dark.
So I'm gonna find like are there any trees up here?
It's rock.
Solid rock. Is there like a little cave or something, like a little enclosing?
You gonna go sleep
on a
somewhere,
trail, bro.
Emerald? Beside the nice warm cabin
I'm gonna
that we
dig a
had?
hole.
You're gonna walk 30 feet to go sleep in a cave? Have
I'm gonna
fun.
dig.
As he
dig
starts
my-
doing all this,
Guys, stay
I
warm.
literally am
Stay
on your back. I'm
warm.
like, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm gonna start to dig a hole.
So you start.
Dig a little like place for
How
me to
far
sleep.
have we gone?
You're
What a waste
maybe
of
200
time
feet, 300
and
feet
energy.
into the trail.
Like I can turn around and see the end, right?
Like you can see, like you're up on an angle and you can see it like down below in the in the
Are
valley.
you thick, boy?
I'm just like, oh, and I like look around and I can't see anything.
I immediately, just like as he's digging this hole, I was like, this was fucking pointless. And just start turning around and going
It's
back
pitch
to the
black. Right?
cabin.
It's pitch black. That's what you just said.
Dark.
I have dark vision.
You can see the stars above.
Can I see ahead of me? Or no?
I have dark vision. I can see.
this.
A
Then
bear
I
does
start
not
to-
have dark vision.
Then I start to dig a hole.
God, man.
I start walking back to the cabin.
You know that there's a trap there. Do you try and go around it?
Well, we activated it, right?
You activate it. You just don't know if it re-triggers. You do know it's a magical trap.
But now can I tell from where the activation was? Any scorch marks?
I'll say that
or...
you'll be able to make an advantage check on it.
Yeah, I'll try to go around and make. Sure, try
Make
to
a
go around.
dexterity saving throw with advantage.
13.
Oh, shit.
Well, again, I'm like trying to figure out a way to get around it before I actually go through it. So. Whatever hit is going to do to me, it's not going to kill me. If it does, awesome.
So, you see that you trigger it, and you walk by, and you know it was probably supposed to hit you if it was a trap that was to damage you, but it doesn't do any damage.
Cool. I look on my body for any sigils or markings that are now on me.
None.
All right, cool. I know what I'm going to assume that there's now some type of tracking device or something on me, so I'm going to go back to the inn still.
Cool. You go back to the inn?
Yep. So I'm there. I open up the door.
Correct.
Cool. Hey, guys.
So I look at him. What was that
What was
about?
what? I don't know. Emerald's dead.
Are you serious?
No. He's digging a hole to sleep in.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what his point was. I just went with him because he was going to be a dumbass and go by himself.
He's really just digging a hole.
He's literally, like, I open the door and show him where a bear is literally digging a hole right now. Yes,
Like, you point
there's
to,
a
like,
bear.
up on the trail, like, a good, like, it's pretty far off, but you do see, like, a little brown spot, and it seems to be, like, doing something in the distance. You're not 100% sure, but...
And I'm
trust
not
him.
going to stay here, guys. I'm probably going to go stay in one of the other houses. I think I have a tracking device on me.
What?
Ka-chow, ka-chow.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't know. Some weird trap. It was supposed to do damage to me. It didn't do damage. I'm assuming this tracker guy who said it is now tracking
So I
me.
start looking to see if
I
there's
couldn't find anything.
any turnaround. Is there anything? Do we see anything?
So I'm going to go stay in a different house. I'm going to go stay where those vampires were, because if he shows up there, I mean, cool.
Jeez.
Actually, I'm going to stay at the mother and the child's house, because I know for a fact we know the path to get around all the traps to get to that house.
So you go to there?
Yeah. So you guys, I'll be back tomorrow, maybe, if I'm alive.
All right. So one of us should. I'll go with you.
You don't have to. I'm
don't
purposely
Someone should
going.
go with him.
No, nobody really has to.
It's Rahun.
Something happened in between you two that I should know about? In between Rahun
No.
and...
No, just the fact that like she helps me meditate. So
What was that what they call it nowadays?
look, trust me. I
You
wouldn't
can't
go,
be nice
I
to
wouldn't-
anyone in the party without being sexual.
Hey, yo, I'm just saying, based on your past and history...
So again, I just
All of a
declined the
sudden,
offer
ceiling.
for help.
I see her walking down with Tony. Just,
Who's now dead?
yeah, who's now dead.
I thought he just died. Tony died.
Yeah, Tony's dead. That's what we're saying. Who's
So-
now dead?
Who's now? That you said who's not dead.
No, who's now dead?
All right. Well, I don't know.
All right.
I
Well,
mean, it's late. We should probably sleep anyway.
we
'Cause
should,
I don't think any of us have actually had sleep in a while.
Good
Well-
morrow.
well, let's take shifts
head.
so if we hear Rahun scream,
So you see as Rahun starts to walk out the door.
please be careful.
All right.
All
There
right.
you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Bob, what are you doing?
Is there a fire
Or somebody
downstairs?
else? Sorry.
I mean, I'm waiting for Arden to show me where I'm supposed to go.
He already told you, it's the northeast trail.
Let's just do that in the morning.
I point to where the bear is.
There's traps. It's pitch dark out there. We can't see anything. What's a few solid hours of sleep gonna do?
So we just, we should just rest. Like,
Okay.
plain and simple.
I'll take first watch.
Well, if you take first, no. Yeah, if Cass could take first watch because she only needs 4 hours. You take second watch, and then I can take third watch. That way, I can create food for us when we wake up.
All right, that's fine. Cass, you good with that?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay.
You're drunk. Cass is drunk.
She like takes out a flash. She's like,
So I just go up to her and I just cast restoration on her. Cass, we're gonna go to sleep now.
Yep.
So you're gonna do first watch
perfect.
for 4 hours,
No problem.
Then you come
and
wake me
then
up.
wake up Atreya.
Yep.
And then you can get your sleep for the 4 hours. Atreya's gonna wake up me for the last shift, and then I'll make us food.
Sounds good.
Don't drink any more of that, please. or at least until after your shift.
Sounds good.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
All right, Cass. Keep an ear out for Rahim.
Will do.
Or a bear.
Or a bear.
Good night, everyone. Sam? Are you going to go to sleep?
No,
You're going to stay up?
I am.
All right. Well, I'm going to go to sleep. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
The bear has the chest, by the way.
You going to sleep?
I leave the
After
tavern
I
as I say that.
Dug myself a hole.
Sure, make a survival check with advantage.
Okay.
You go sleep.
I go to the other house and then I'm going to whatever rubble, desk, whatever beds or anything. Is there only one door?
Yeah.
I shove it all. I shove it up to barricade the one door entry that's here. Is there any other entries like holes in the roof or anything like that?
Make an
that I should
investigation check.
beware of.
26. Sure, you make a pretty solid hole.
I got a 4.
Sure. Yeah, you don't see any other entrances or exits.
All right, cool. I make another general investigation check just around the whole building, just anything we might have missed the last time we were here.
Sure. Baltimore, you going to sleep?
Yeah.
8. Nothing crazy.
Cool. And that
Bob, or Samael, sorry.
It's going to be a
Yeah.
while.
You doing anything?
Where's Harden at?
What was that?
I said, where's Harden at?
Harden? Harden's there with the mom and daughter?
Still awake?
Correct.
Alright. I'll wait for everybody to go to sleep then.
Everybody's asleep.
except for
Alright.
Except for Harden
and cats.
and Cass, currently. Because she's on first watch.
Harden, I need more specifics. Can you detail? You said five days walk. Do you know how far that is? Can you calculate how far that is?
I do not. I have not been there. However, I just know the general location of where it's at. I was made in exile before I was. Yeah.
Alright, so you can't give me a detailed map or draw up a detailed map to show me where I need to go, can you?
Correct.
Alright. So, can you sense the presence of the other frost giants?
I cannot.
Do you know their tracking patterns?
I know where they may or may not be.
So by that you know where they will not be.
I can guess. That's all I know, based on old patterns. But it's been a while since I've been exiled.
So this tracker that came through, do you know if he is the reason why the silver dragon is frozen?
I do not know for certain.
What has this guy done that you know of?
He has killed frost giants, and he has made deals with various numerous people to solidify a station that does not belong to him, and to reach his cabin is almost certain death.
Alright, so I don't want to know about all of the diplomatic crap. I want to know what kind of power does he wield? Have you seen him slay your brethren? Have you seen him enslave a dragon? Have you seen him do these feats of greatness?
I have not.
So how do you know about them?
The stories that are told and the people that have died.
So my question is are the frost giants assuming that this gentleman has done this by just finding dead bodies? Or has there been somebody that you have talked to while you were still in the tribe that said, this man has done this, I've seen it with my eyes?
I do not know of any, but I know that they have sent frost giants up to speak with him, and they have died.
So they could have been picked off by the dragon, and the dragon not know that this gentleman is here.
Maybe.
So this man could just be a tracker and not have any magical ability, that he does not have any special anything.
I do not know.
When y'all examined the dead bodies, what did the dead bodies look like?
I did not examine the bodies. I was exiled before that happened.
So you haven't seen any dead bodies since you've been out?
I've seen dead bodies, but they were not from Jericho.
Alright. I'm gonna meditate.
Very well. So I believe that puts everybody to sleep.
I mean, I make a little fire before I go to sleep at night, just extra warmth, and then I
Sure.
huddle up in my fur, and then yes.
Everybody go ahead and roll a d20 for me. And we will go ahead and end there for tonight. What are your rolls? 18. 18.
14.
14.
16.
16. Natural 20.
Oh my god. 2.
2. Go ahead and give yourself 600 points of experience, Samael. 2,000 points of experience. What'd you get?
16.
16. 1,600.
14.
1,400.
18.
1,800. That is your experience for today. Merry Christmas.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
Have happy holidays, all that good stuff. We will see you next week. Are we finished? We're going to go ahead and finish. We're going to end there. So as everybody's falling asleep, we're going to go ahead and go as everybody's resting, except for Cass, who's got first watch. Next week, we will not be playing. However, we will be doing a little talk show, little Q&A, thank you. Where I will be providing questions. I will figure out these questions as they come.
Non-triggerable questions.
Non-triggerable. Hopefully.
Good luck.
And people will be in PJs, and we will be enjoying our time here. So stay tuned next week. We will not be playing, but it'll be kind of fun to see and maybe ask some questions of your own. So, other than that, we appreciate you guys staying tuned. Wayside, always a pleasure, buddy. And we will see you guys next week here on Epic Interactions. You guys keep it as epic as possible. Bye, guys.
Adios.
See you. Merry Christmas.